Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath. Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
I wish my refund hurry up so I can have a taxitude.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
I'ma be like, let me get 20 on pump 3.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Matter of fact, make it 25, and yes, I would like to donate to the March of Dimes, so ring me up that Coke and candy bar 2 for $2.22 deal where $1 goes to March 2. Oh, and ring these Skittles up for my kid too. And when the cashier tells me to have a nice day, I'm gonna be like, no ma'am, you have a blessed day, sugar.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Pull down my shades like Kim Kardashian, smile like Gabrielle Union.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Flip my bundles like Nicki Minaj and queen out the door like Beyonce.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Goofy face, goofy face, goofy face, heart, 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 muscle, muscle, muscle.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Sassy black girl, sassy black girl, sassy black girl, kiss, kiss, kiss. Hashtag so what, hashtag I ain't shame, hashtag my money, hashtag call me taxitude honey.
Live from the Injured on the Go Just Call Mo studio.
It's a blast!
It's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Hey, everybody. It is another A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom. From the Orlando Talk Show, Ross McCoy's here. How you doing, Ross?
It's kind of wild that I have not just the best mic stand in the studio, but maybe the city.
You do have the best mic stand.
Yeah.
Yeah, all sponsored by the beautiful folks at Sweetwater. Thank you, Sweetwater, for supplying us with a nice brand new Rode. It's an Australian company. They make like microphones and stuff. And we have a Rode mic stand now. Thank you to Sweetwater.
When you say nice and brand new, I would say dead sexy. This thing is fucking hot.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's a quality. That's a quality product.
We went to the Orlando Science Center and saw the laser light show they're doing. It's Stellar Nights in July at the Science Center. So the Science Center's open late, and I believe 10 p.m. and Friday and Saturday nights, and they're doing laser light shows in their brand new dome. So if you want to see a laser light show, they run through a bunch of different artists. We saw the Queen show.
What?
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
and they put out like smoke too, so it's 3D.
It's not called smoke; it's called haze.
Oh, haze or whatever. So like basically the projection.
They smoke it up good in there, man.
And then it's a really cool laser light show, and if you want to check it out, and plus you can see all the other exhibits. The only one that's closed is Life because of the animals, and they have to go to sleep at a certain
And
time.
Eddie Murphy is tired.
But everything else is open, and so it's a cool nighttime thing to do in the summer at the Science Center.
That was a funny movie, but it was kind of depressing that they didn't get out of jail. They did serve life sentences.
Yeah. We have a buddy that may be going, I guess, tonight at the Science Center. This is a coveted laser light show. Is Taylor Swift?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah,
That's a big one. That's a big one. So if you like T Swift, I mean, I would imagine that because it is an intimate. It's like having the greatest light show for you, but it's like the seats are not unlimited. This thing isn't massively huge.
Yeah. It's that 300-seat venue. Is
Right.
cool.
So it's very intimate. So if you want those tickets, osc.org and just become a member. It's all rolled into the price of your membership.
You guys are on your own until I figure out whether or not there's a weekend night.
You know what? I'll ask Jeff. If it's not something that they have, I bet you he'd be willing to bring it in because I think all those things you either purchase or you rent. That'd be cool.
So Daniel went to a comedy show that Ross did this week.
I did.
And you said there was some crazy
just
shit that was
like
happening?
normal crazy shit that happens. Like I like going to like weeknight comedy shows, especially the one that Ross and Larry Fulford put on called "What Do You Want From Us." It is the only comedy show that I can think of in existence that allows you via cell phone to vote on what joke you want the comedians to tell. It's awesome.
So, any joke?
No, Larry gets everybody's set list. He puts a show together, and basically there's like 20 something questions he'll put up on a screen.
Okay, all right.
And then with like 2 or 3 options to vote for. It'll be like, what's your favorite animal? Dog, cat, duck. And one of the comedians will have a joke about a dog, one will have a joke about a cat, and one will have a joke about a duck. And you vote for that thing, and the little bar graph pops up, which is wildly enough everybody's favorite part of the show. When the bar graphs and comedy go together hand in hand. Who knew?
All right, I know
It's
that.
and what's cool about this comedy show, because I like, and we'll get into this, but I'm gonna make it a personal goal of mine for the next one of these to promote it better and get more people to come out. Because it's underappreciated. It's an underappreciated comedy show. What's cool about it is Larry and Ross are back there with the computers, and they got music, and then they've got their bar graphs that you vote. You scan a QR code, you vote on your phone. The bar graph pops up. We're making a bar graph look like devil horns. We made a bar graph that looked like a dick. They're riffing like there's a podcast going on during the comedy show. It's awesome because there's never not something going on. You're either voting on a comedian to come up and deliver a joke. Sometimes they tie and they both have to deliver a joke. Ross and Larry are doing a podcast behind the entire show. It's really, really cool. Really, really cool.
So what are some of the things that happened out there?
Well, first of all, there's a crazy monsoon storm that rolled in right around the time that I showed up as, can I say this? Like as the only ticket sold, I believe.
At that point,
At that point. And which that makes me very sad because this is a damn good comedy event and it's on a Wednesday. I get it. Not everybody can get out on a Wednesday. There's a crazy monsoon happening. I get it.
Wednesdays are hard, and then I don't know, there's like 30 or 45 minutes of show time. Just about when you be getting your car to come out, huge rainstorm. And I looked at Larry and said, it's over.
Yeah, I got a bunch of people that have said they're coming next time. So dude, I'm telling you, next time this will not happen.
They're lying.
I'm just doing it. They might be lying. They might be. It's
I've
very
heard that
easy to say.
before.
It's a nice lie, though.
Yeah, it is a positive lie.
Thank you.
You like positive lies.
Thanks for your nice lies.
But no, I think I did a bad job as your friends of promoting this. Like I should have done a better job of saying, hey, I'm coming out here. You guys should come out here too. It was at Will's Pub, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Like one of the best venues in our city, and so, anyway, I had a great time. Everybody that was there, and it eventually did fill in, and everybody had a great time. But one of the craziest things that happened is what's interesting about Larry is he does not hold his tongue on social media. So he has a certain group of people that really hate him. And there were so few people there.
Larry leads protests at the local ICE office weekly.
There you go. That's a better way of saying it. Yeah.
There's a local ICE office?
Yeah. And he'll write things like in chalk on the sidewalk to let them know that no one loves them, kind of thing. So anyway,
they do a job fair to help ICE agents find other jobs quite frequently.
Yeah. But this was a very intimate night. Larry's up there, and I thought this was really cool. He's like, hey, some of the other comedians were telling jokes, and then like he looked into the crowd and he's like, hey, it's just us here tonight. Does anybody in the crowd want to come up and tell a joke maybe that you've never told before? And one of the choices was like for richer or poorer. Yes.
And I think the audience chose poorer. And Larry doesn't usually do this, but he was like, he looked at the audience and he was like, hey, does anybody in the audience have a story about being poor?
And then like a guy that we'd never seen before.
This guy, Mark.
Who has crazy workaholics hair.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And he looks like Sideshow Mel.
Yeah.
And I don't even know where he came from. He like puts his hand up and he's like, I'll tell a joke. And I thought Larry meant from your seat, which is I'm pretty sure what Larry meant. Well, this guy he runs to go up on the stage. And there was that moment It was like when Trump thought he was going to get attacked by the eagle and he double flipped. There was a moment when I think Larry thought they've sent the guy from Workaholics to murder me. Because he ran up the stage and like grabbed the mic, and then there was a whole and then he started telling a joke, and I'll tell you the joke. Do you remember it really?
No.
I think I remember it. Okay, here's the joke. He goes, so I was on my way out here tonight to come to this event, and I realized I had a mosquito in my apartment, and he's flying around. I was trying to catch him, so I left, and then now I'm here, and I'm telling this joke, and I really should get back to my apartment to check on him and see how he's doing.
No, man. Oh, yeah. That's what I feel like that's a mistake, asking people to come up. But then the audience laughs at how awkward it is.
And
right?
Ross is up there as a safety net to basically be like, okay, everybody get the fuck off. Right? You're up there to kind of like manage it.
Yeah, my little thing right afterwards was like, okay, that was that, but on a scale of 1 to what I thought it was going to be, it was way better.
That's true. That's true because
I saw this, Workaholics maniac charging the stage, and I was like, this is going to be so bad.
Here's another thing you missed. There was a random older, and by older I mean gray hair, Maya Angelou looking black grandma who came in, paid her admission to watch the show, and carried around a basket of Halloween candy, giving it out to all of us sitting there by tapping us on the shoulder, and during the show loudly saying, do you want some Halloween candy?
And I only remember because this is it all happens in the moment, and like Dan was saying, comics tell jokes, and then mine and Larry's job is kind of filling the spaces in between. While we're switching to the next photo, I'll say something about the last. I just make little quips here and there as we go. And the one, Dan enjoyed this one so much, he texted it to me from the audience.
Oh, I love this.
And Eugene Torres told a story that he said that he told to Rob Lowe on a TV set. So there's a fun fact for you.
Yeah.
But he told this story about him and his friend doing their job as wildlife management, catching an alligator. And I'm not going to tell you the story, but while he was setting it up, he said to the audience, has anybody ever had a crazy job here tonight? And one guy goes, yeah, making pizzas.
That was my friend too. We got to tread lightly. He's a good guy, but that was not crazy. He fucked it all up. That was not a crazy job.
It's fine. But Eugene just skated right past it, told his story, and then so when Eugene finished up, as my thing, like to fill in the gaps, I immediately was like, Eugene, you just skated right past this. But we had a crazy job in the audience making pizza, sir. And then based on what Eugene told in his story, I said to this guy, and this is what Dan texted me, sir, what about it? Have you ever at your job, have you and your friend ever fucked a pizza live on TV?
It was funny. It was super funny. There's like improv mixed in there. Mm-hmm. There's real comedy where there are written jokes in there. Then some of the comics are like forced to tell a joke that like they can't because maybe it's too long. Maybe they've forgotten the premise because like they're going into their backlog of comedy. I just think, in my opinion, if you like comedy, then this is the top tier show because it has every aspect of almost every comedy. It has improv. It has weird shit happening. You're voting on stuff. It's completely random, and the show's never the same, ever. It's never the same.
I was thinking about it on the way home the other day, and this phrase popped in my head. I was like, it's like Kill Tony if it was fun.
Yes. It's more fun. It is more fun. Yeah. You're right. It's the sort of the same premise that everybody loves, this kind of like interactive, like comedy thing. But this to me is more interactive than Kill Tony and more creative, really, because it's not professional comedy. It's the audience is still judging who's funny. I don't know. It's
super hard to explain, but I swear to God, everybody who's ever seen it is like, this is amazing. This is so much fun. When are you doing it again? Can't make it that day, but the next time for sure.
Oh, the Halloween lady. Okay, so Halloween candy, Maya Angelou, said to me after the show, she turned to me and said, should have had that candy. I don't know what that means. I don't know why she said that. I don't know why she was there. But it was a great night. It was a wonderful night.
Mm-hmm. You know, the problem I have with making my own pizza is I can't be responsible with the toppings because Are
you
going
to tangent today? Because I love this. This is normally my job. I like that.
Ooh, and before we just get off of Will's Pub, real quick, hold your pizza thing. This actually made me smile too. The guy I got in a fight with on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
A relative of his. Their band stickers like the first thing you see on the Will's Pub door.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. The fireworks fight is still lingering with me and Ross.
I was like, Dan, you got to see this. You got to see the sticker. See that? That's that guy.
I mean, it's like the magnet pulling hard. Ross like comes out there. He's like, look at this. That's the guy's a family member's band. And I'm like, what?
All right, pizza.
So when you tell me to put like a pepperoni pizza, Crystal will make pizzas for the boys and her. And
what kind of pepperoni are you using? Just a standard Carl Budding style?
Just whatever pepperoni.
No, you got to get cupping pepperoni.
I got to talk to you, too, because one of my kids went vegan.
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. We got a lot to do today.
Yeah.
It ruins your life. But the I'm like, they're like, here's a bag of pepperoni. Put the pepperoni on the pizza.
Get the Hormel out.
But I'm like, yeah, I'm putting it on, and then I'm like covering every square inch because I'm like, I like pepperoni. The more, the better.
Yes.
The problem is
that's what I do with all of my medical, my meds. The more, the better, right?
Is that like you're supposed to have a certain ratio of pepperonis on a pizza. And
I'm big on ratios, and even Maisie has got the ratio gift.
And then you put too much because you're like, hey, the more the better. But
No.
then you end up getting a pizza where it's too many toppings, and it's like, this would have been better with 30% or 40% less toppings, like they normally do with pizzas.
You know what this is?
Or what?
This is how I feel about extra cheese. You ever go to bite into like a sandwich that somebody's made you, and there's a thick boy piece of cheese on it that's like an inch tall. I'm like, my wife will sometimes do that where we only have chunk cheese left, and she's making me a sandwich, and she'll cut chunk cheese into slices and put it on my sandwich. I'm like, don't ever fucking do that. That's not a sandwich. Cheese is supposed to be thin.
Yeah. The ratio gets screwed up,
Ratio is important. Like with pizza, depends on what you're doing. If you're doing vegetables on pizza, like I'm big on ratios. So if I were doing like green pepper, I would make it so each slice would have about 2.5 green pepper pieces on it.
Yeah.
Because you don't want all green pepper, and you could go a little heavier with the pepperoni, but you can't just do every square inch. You're doing 2 meats, you're doing a sausage.
No.
I've never hard disagreed with both of you at the same time. In my house,
you have the floor.
In my house, there's only chunk cheese, and you can make the whole fucking pizza out of pepperoni. As far as I'm concerned.
No, it's too much. We're gonna screw out the pizza.
Make it too much pepperoni pizza. That's what I want.
No, then it's
Call it
pepperoni
that. I'll
with
order it.
bread.
Then it's just grease. It's
Yeah,
orange
yeah.
grease pizza.
Thank you. Yes, I'll have that.
No. I did this when I was a young boy, working at Substantial.
Uh-oh.
I gave
You went
myself
too hard.
gastritis one time
Yeah.
because when you make your own subs, you're like, you think you're a goddamn king, and then you start doing crazy shit. You're like, I have all the ingredients, like extra meat, extra cheese, extra everything, and then I'm grilling, and then when you're eating it, like after the first 2 weeks of work, I'm like, I don't feel right. And then my mom, I did what Daniel did. My mom's like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, my stomach hurts. And then she's like, you've been eating too much cheese and shit.
Yeah.
You're just like eating like way too much.
Going into the chat room, and we got a couple things to address here. CD Sarah, and I agree with this. I do the same thing she does. She says, I cook my pepperoni separately to make it crispy and then crumble it like bacon. I don't crumble my pepperoni, but I will sizzle my pepperoni or salami in a tiny pan, get it crispy, and then put it on my pizza.
Oh, you're doing too much.
It's
too
called
much
cooking.
work.
You want it better. Let's see here. Robert says he likes triple pepperoni. Kupo J from the chat room says something, and you will remember this. I think Ross will as well. And this has been coming up a lot. The Magnet has been pulling for this, and this is missed in Orlando. Do you remember one of our first clients back in the day? He was a listener in a BDM.
Oh, yeah.
He was an Asian man that bought Carlucci's pizza.
It was so fucking good.
And he did crumbled pepperoni.
That cubed little pepperoni
I think he's on our founder wall. I'm almost positive he's on our founder wall.
Carlucci's on there?
No, he's an Asian man. I said that. You should listen to the things I say.
That is how I call him, Carlucci.
Yeah,
if you own a business and it's got a last name, that's your name now.
Okay.
I don't care what your name is.
His name is Michael Carlucci.
Sorry, Danger Brains.
But yeah, the crumbled pepperoni was amazing.
You know what the problem with that place was? He was awesome. The pizza was awesome. Everything was awesome, except he hired like 18 teens who didn't want to lift a fucking finger.
Yeah.
It took forever to get a pie in that place. It was insane.
That's every restaurant now. It's gotten worse since then. I mean, that was like, what, 15 years ago?
Let's don't get off pepperoni, but I was working fireworks, and there's always like, we hire young teens as well.
Yeah.
And just this one kid, and he was a great worker actually, but we're driving out and we're dropping some stuff off at the tent in Sanford, and I go, hey, I need to see where they want this. Roll your window down. And he looked at the door and he said, how? And I pointed it's got a little handle, and he's like, oh, that rolls the window down? The kid had never been in a buttonless vehicle before.
Okay, all right.
That's where we're at now.
Holy crap.
That one made me feel old as fuck.
Yeah.
Because I can remember my grandpa yelling at me for playing with the button too much because it was brand new.
I'd love to go. Well, mine was door locks.
Yeah.
I was definitely the kid because they made they made a big clunk that was satisfying.
Yeah.
If somebody made we live in a time.
Because it still had that physical piece that had to go up and down.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we live at a time when I hate some of the things they create, but I do understand them. I'll explain. Sensory toys, squishes, slime, all of these things that kids carry around, like poppets. Like kids carry around poppets and stuff like that. Like, I need that. Like, you don't need that. I don't believe any of that. But I understand how it can be satisfying because one of these makers of the slime or putties or all these dumb sensory toys that all these kids have to have because their brains are rotten, they should make a little box that has a button on the front where I can make one lock go up and down, and it has that big, satisfying thud of a Buick LeSabre. We had a Buick LeSabre, green vinyl, badass car. If I had it right now, I would roll around in it like a pimp. And it had big, tall, this wasn't the little round one that went all the way in. That's not what I'm talking about, but I thought Ross might have been channeling that to me. The round silver one that goes all the way in and you can still see it. That's not what I'm talking about. This was a big, long silver, almost looked like a golf tee.
Yeah.
Had a flange on the end.
Yeah.
Silver,
flared.
thick as fuck, made of metal. And when you did that Buick LeSabre door lock, it gum. And when you went up, gum. I mean, it was not fucking around. And it felt so satisfying to go, gum, 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 gum. My dad's like, knock it the fuck off.
Yeah.
You dickhead.
You know
But
what?
I loved it. There's a does somebody have a Buick that I can go try that and see if it's the same? Gum, 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 gum. It was thick. It would rattle the whole fucking door. Gum.
So Crystal's car has the lock that goes like it's a little black plastic piece that goes up and
I
down.
don't do the plastic.
Yeah, but when
Get
it
the
goes
fuck outta
down, it becomes flush with the actual side door panel
No.
Right.
where you cannot lift it up manually.
No.
Right.
So I was like,
Do
why?
I have it?
Yeah, like you can push it down. You can't get like squeeze it back up. Like you can't pinch it up. And then I'm like, it's so weird. It's like almost locking you in. Then you have to go to the button to unlock it.
That's what they're trying to get you to do. I never go to the button.
When
Get
you
some tweezers out, wrap some tape around them, and pull that motherfucker out the top. Don't let them make you go to the button.
Yeah.
Why
big,
they
big
design
button designed that car.
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna slowly infuse everybody into buttons. No more stick.
You know that's coming back though. That's coming back because there are a lot of people, and I think it's generational, right? Because people are gonna as technology gets crazier and fancier, there are still going to be old people that hate it. So you're seeing a lot of people rebel against cars like mine, like the Teslas that are buttonless cars. People fucking hate them. So the real mix they're finding is, and I was reading an article about this in Car and Driver, is they want a big screen, but most people for your air conditioning, that's the number one. Air conditioning has to have buttons. Number one, air conditioning.
They don't want the digital touchscreen for their AC.
They do not. They do not. In fact, there are people that Volkswagen was real bad about this, where they started integrating, I think Volvo did it too. They started integrating the air conditioning buttons into the screen. People do not want that. I have that on my car. I'll tell you, it fucking sucks. It sucks. When you want to cool that thing off, you have to go through two menus to get to the right?
Yeah, you got to go home and then AC.
You want to just hit auto and let it blast.
Right.
Yeah. And it's the number one thing that people hate. And I guarantee you over the next year, you're going to start seeing big screen, but there's going to be no buttons on it. It's just a watchable screen, and everybody's going to go back to buttons.
I'm also a blue-red man myself. I need the colors.
I thought you got that test done. And you said you weren't.
I thought that was just called no party affiliation, right? When you're blue-red.
Even though it's always cold to the right, and is that right? And then heat
Please
to the
be
left.
wrong.
Anyway, but see, that's why I need the colors. I need blue, cold, red, hot.
Well, you're a rabbit turtle man
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah. I need the rabbit turtle too. They're like rabbit fast, turtle slow. No, I'm on the mower. Anyway,
But turtle finishes the job. But I switched a long time ago to turkey pepperoni.
I can't do it.
Really?
I can't do turkey
Prefer
pepperoni.
it. I think it's better. I like it way better.
It's drier and I can't do it.
I need the grease.
I'm infusing this into my child too. My daughter is all about, her thing now is brisket and steak. I have turned her into a little meat girl. Like she is all like everything now is like, oh, like this morning she's like smoked meat. She came into me. She goes, hey, smoke made meats. Cause I guess she's on Instagram, but not on, she doesn't have an account, but I think she goes there. There's no way of knowing.
She's on social media?
I think she is. There's no way of knowing. I have no way.
They saved us. They keep the kids off social media.
Yeah, they say that.
I've kept my sons off.
She's all. I think she goes there to look at stuff because she comes in and she goes, Smoke Made Meats has a brisket cheesesteak that they use queso. And I'm like, all right, I can get that for you. Is that what you want? Yeah, she's all in. It's all big. This thing looks like a goddamn missile.
My sons have never told me any interesting information. Like never. I've never been interested. Like nothing. They're like, oh, really? Or there's nothing. Because they consume anime and some other bullshit.
You. Yeah, they told you things that they were interested in. Just to you as dumb bullshit.
I don't even think they tell me like they just they've never been exposed to interesting information.
Daddy, here's my grades for the year.
Oh, it's confirmed. This is confirmed. This is from our buddy Kupo on Twitch. He says the brisket cheesesteak from Smoke Made is top 3 sandwiches in the city. Yeah, maybe you may have shoot me a text when you're free.
Did somebody ask him what his top 3 sandwiches in the city were?
Kupo, give us your top. Hey, what are your top 3? Hey, Tom, what are your top 3 fried chicken sandwiches in Orlando?
Hey, we need to do that.
Yeah, we do need to do that.
A lot of Instagram
That's a key to
followers.
Success. Have you ever noticed, too, that they sort of look like us, but just Spanish versions?
I have not noticed that.
Okay, I'm just saying the little guy's got a beard and he wears hats all the time, and the other guy does not and wears the same shirt all the time. I'm just saying they kind of look like us.
So, do other states have like celebrity sheriffs?
Well, the guy out in Arizona who put everybody in tents.
Okay, oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. They make all the inmates wear pink jumpsuits and then work outside.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
So because
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Okay,
you're talking about like
the reason why I ask is we have 2 that like sheriffs that like. I guess I don't know.
3 if you count Shaq.
No, well, he's not a sheriff.
No, he's still doing it, dude. He still goes undercover and pretends to be little girls to catch pedophiles. He's still doing it. He's still doing it. And also, as of yesterday, he's the only man to own a 1964 Impala boat. Have you seen that? He has an Impala boat that he like has the full sound system. Looks like Snoop Dogg. It's like a Snoop Dogg 64 Impala, but it's a fucking boat.
The automatic locks on that thing clunk like hell.
Go.
What do they tell the potential pedophile that it was Shaq and not a 16-year-old girl?
No, Shaq tells him. Shaq tells him, and he autographs a picture.
Because when you want to know,
it was me that you were talking off. You sent a picture of your penis to me.
Like you show up, you got Mike's Hard Lemonade. I'm sure, like they use something different nowadays, right?
Imagine how excited that little girl or that man would be if he rounded the corner with his mics and it was Shaq. Go, oh, Shaq! I love you, Shaq!
And then
they should have Shaq pose as the bait girl. Come on in, I made some cookies.
And you're like, I'm kind of horny. But anyway,
drove all this way.
Back to the celebrity sheriff. So Chitwood and Grady Judd, right?
Yeah.
And there was a couple stories recently about these 2 sheriffs.
Yeah, Mike Chitwood and Grady Judd.
So I saw Grady Judd on, some Facebook of news thing there. He was doing a press conference, and
people love Grady Judd. I do not.
And apparently the Santa Claus, like the Polk County Santa Claus, we talked about it maybe a month ago.
Yeah, I'll pull this up.
He played Santa Claus during Christmas season, and
the Polk County Santa Claus sounds like a scam your grandpa fell for or something, you know?
Honestly, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like a Bubba Whoop-Ass Wilson song. Was that a song, Polk County Santa Claus? Didn't you and I write that with Bubba? Yeah. I think we did.
Coming up by 4 in his sleigh.
Goddamn.
And he got caught, the Polk County Santa Claus got caught in a To Catch a Predator type sting that they were doing.
This guy is bad news.
He was looking for underage reindeer.
Look at that. Look at that guy. Oh, my God.
Still,
Is that what I look like? Do I look like Polk County Santa Claus? Hold on, let's do the side by side.
No, he's pretty well groomed.
Hold on, what face is he making?
You need more white. You need a couple more years, or dye your beard white and your hair.
He looks more like Conquest from Invincible than he does Santa Claus.
Holy
to be honest
shit,
with
he
you.
does look like Conquest.
Yeah, he's got a
pedophile Conquest.
So apparently, the news story is that Polk County Santa Claus's brother was just arrested because he was jacking off in a Walmart in front of a 5-year-old, which is crazy. And then
that's what you do if you're a pedophile, though. That's confirmed. That is what you do.
So now
was he just jacking off to like the fitness magazines and 5-year-olds were around?
There's his brother
defending a monster.
That's him and his brother side by side. Look at that. That's side by side.
Yeah,
There's Polk County Santa Claus with his brother, who's being referred to as Jack Frost. There he is.
So they have video of this guy, and I was looking at it, and he was like walking around the end cap, like where the balls, the end cap where the big cage of balls
They
are.
still do that, and I'm glad they do that, where they have the little piece of elastic that keeps all the balls from falling out.
Yeah. So they put that at the end. They're like, who wants some big inflatable balls?
If you're a kid listening and your parents have bought you that ball, you're poor.
I just bought one of those too for our family member. I swear to God, me and Maisie, because I made a comment. I was like, I'm glad they still do this, and we pulled the ball out of there, and that shit's still 99 cents. I'm like, how is this still 99 cents?
I hate those inflatable balls because there's nowhere to put them.
They're good for babies. I got one for a baby.
Yeah, but there's nowhere to put them away. So
you stab them with your Rambo knife, you throw it away, and you buy a new one.
But anyway, so he's walking around, and then there's like, it looks like he's just walking around. They blurred it out, but he's just walking and jacking. And I was like, what was the end result that he think was going to happen
And
here?
did he have to practice that at home to be able to do it?
I can't do that.
I don't know if I'd be able to do
I
that.
can't do
No,
that.
Mark.
The closest I've come to this is one time Andrea had made me mad, and I walked downstairs and I jacked off in the kitchen completely naked onto the floor and then used a napkin to wipe it up.
What the fuck?
I should have said that.
Why was that your response to getting
Oh shit!
mad?
Grady Judd just came in. That's
Oh, shit. Oh, I am Polk County Santa Claus. No!
We found the other little brother.
we found little Chris Kringle.
Anyway, it's a weird.
I was horny. I was pouting because she wasn't giving me sex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes a little more sense.
So you went down and jacked off.
Well, I
in your
went
kitchen?
downstairs to play video games, and I was sitting there playing video game. I played Xbox, and I'm like, oh, I could totally just jack off myself. And then I started jacking off. I went in the kitchen to get a Gatorade. I just happened to finish on the floor.
It's weird. You went and still you're in the middle. I've never
I
thought
agree.
about doing something else and to get up and continue.
I agree. It's weird.
That's a psycho
Weird,
behavior.
but, weird but truthful. Weird but truthful.
if you're wondering if linoleum or tile is better in your, for that in your kitchen, contact Corey at Core Flooring, and he'll be able to happy to walk you through the best floors to jack off
Well,
on.
the answer is luxury vinyl plank,
There you go. Waterproof.
which
There you
I
go.
have. Yeah, great for pets.
And then the Chitwood story, some Volusia County sheriff was going off an overpass, or like, I guess, you know how like there's retention ponds that are built near exits from like big highways, and it's probably because there's a bridge near, and like they needed the whatever sand next to the bridge.
Here
to
in
build
Florida,
up.
when they do those big loop-de-loop off ramps from the interstate, they just love putting a retention pond in the middle or to the side of them. It's just a good spot for them. That space.
And I think, it's for water drain. It's probably some engineering thing. Anyway, the guy just was going too fast and then rocketed off the exit ramp into the retention
They got
pond.
video from like 85 different angles. Of
I know.
this. It was amazing how many angles. Like usually you have one like grainy kind of shitty video of it. They kept changing, turning, showing.
Oh,
it from
dude, he splashes crazy. I've got the video up on Twitch and YouTube at Tom and Dan Live. That is, I didn't know he hit it like that. Here's another angle, like Ross said. I think this is the video Ross was talking about. And boom!
Chitwood had a press conference. I think it was him, and he said the guy was going like 90.
It was weird that you
Cops
thought
go 90 a lot, though.
you thought you could make the cut at 90. Like, you know, it was like
Well, can't you just back off? It didn't look like he tried to attempt to stop. I don't think he knew what was happening.
He's probably looking at the screen. See, if I was
on his phone.
If I was a cop, no, they have a screen, a big one.
Yeah, they got that whole computer right there in the middle, and they're always on their phones too.
They are on their phone.
Yeah.
But I'd be distracted because that screen for sure. Like if things are popping up, you're like, what the fuck? You're going up.
Why Shaquille O'Neal with that guy? Oh!
And why for nowadays there's so many videos everywhere. Like first, your body cam and your dash cam, and then everybody, like a lot of regular pedestrians have dash cams now. Because
I think you're paranoid if you have that, or you're Russian. Russians love dash cams, and then if I have a friend who's like, "Yeah, I installed a new dash cam," I'm like, "Well, you're a nut job."
You know how many people I've had say to me though, like that saved me in this case where this guy did this to me, and then
I proved the
dash cam proved he was lying.
Smart nut job.
Yeah.
But it'd be so rare that you actually use the footage. You know,
Sure.
like most of the time you're just recording. For
You want
no
something
reason.
crazy? You want to know something crazy on my car because it's not the newest, latest, and greatest model of Tesla? No front camera.
No, really?
No,
it's got cameras everywhere?
Yeah. I mean, what a fucking epic design flaw. I mean, just so not
So
good.
what if someone backs into the front of you, it doesn't video it?
It might catch it on the side as they're leaving, but there is no front-facing camera view. Now, on the newer models, they do have it. But I have a 2024.
Why would you ever need to know what's in front of your car?
I know.
We're getting to a point where everything will always be videoed, no matter where you go.
Not
or
me
what you
jacking
do.
off in the kitchen. I'll tell you that. That's free. I'm a free goddamn America. Jack off in my kitchen if I want to.
Your fucking refrigerator will have a 3-angle view of it.
They already have that.
Yeah,
They
I'm
already
saying.
have that. Have you seen the refrigerator? And it came out, I want to say like 10 years ago, that has the camera inside of it. So while you're at the grocery store, you can log in and be like, oh, yeah, we do have milk. That's crazy to me. Dude.
When I was shopping, there was the one that, like, you go up to it and it's like regular doors, or you hit a little button and suddenly there's a view of the inside of it projected onto the outside of it.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
So you can see what's in there without even opening the doors.
Man.
Which my kids would probably just open the doors anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust it. Like when the backup camera when we first were introduced to the backup camera, the first car I got one with a backup camera, I was like, nah, I don't know. Because I was like,
that is why my father loved you.
I don't trust reality.
This is why my dad, I mean, I don't know this to be certain, but you could make a case that my dad thought that Tom was the son he should have had, more manly and bigger. And my dad, when he got his first SUV with a backup camera, he never fucking used it.
Yeah.
He's like, can I bypass it? He wanted to turn it off. He's like, I can do way more with my mirrors.
Now I don't even look backwards, and I just trust it with my life. The backup camera the whole time.
I mean, sometimes now I just sit in my car, hit the button, and it's driving backwards. I have my eyes closed.
I had a motorhome from Giant Recreation World, and it's got a bunch of it's got a backup camera and side cameras.
Does it make it easier? Because you've done it. Haven't you done it without that? Well, you've definitely pulled trailers.
Yeah. Well, then you just get your old lady out there, telling you to back up.
Because if you hit something, it's her fault. That's what my dad did.
Yeah. Although she never stands. She's always standing someplace I can't fucking see her.
Right. This is my dad said. Oh, my God. Are you my dad? You're my dad. This is like that Get Out movie where they steal the brain and you are my dad's brain in your body.
And then I'm inside the cab of the car. And I'm like, I can't see you. And she can't hear me. And then she's like, what?
Do you know?
Oh, God damn.
Do you know how many times? I really wish they were alive to corroborate this, but my dad, do you know how many times my dad backing up the trailer yelled this phrase, God damn it, Carol! Because that was my mom. I swear to God, that is the #1 uttered phrase when I camped was God damn it, Carol, because she would be, and my mom is the sweetest, you guys know her, sweetest woman in the world. Never did anything wrong, but she would, like you're saying, she'd be standing in a weird spot or she'd tell him to come back and then he'd just put the hitch right through something. I'm like, oh my God.
Also, then she started adopting a move I think she saw on like social media or whatever, where when I'm getting close. It's where she puts her hands out far as if to show me like
Old men started this.
You have the X amount of space, and as it get closer, she puts her hands closer together so that I know that like once the hands touch, I hit. But I'm like, are you telling me about that distance, or are you just give me just tell me to keep coming and give me a stop.
That's what I like to.
Keep coming, stop. Don't do the hands open. Oh, you're getting closer because that throws me off.
It's too much to look at. I'm trying to squint and look at how close. I'm like, what is that, 2 inches, 3 inches? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like, is this a visual representation of the actual space or is it just a cue? Anyway, all right. Just tell me to go stop.
From the chat room, completely unrelated, but Ross is here. Does PyroSpot sell fireworks out of season?
Yeah, I want fireworks.com. Contact info it all goes right to Craig. Just
there you go.
Email him. He'll hook you up.
Yeah, we have someone in the chat room who's asking. Yes, email Craig.
Yeah, it might take him a minute to work out, like meeting you at the warehouse or whatever. And he's definitely taking this week off. Don't expect him to do much of jack shit this week.
Yes,
because we just wrapped up the 4th of July. But like next week, I'll probably get to you.
There you go.
And there's a warehouse that PowerSpot has, so you can order stuff.
Finally went in it. It is beautiful.
I'm sorry. Next week he'll be on double vacation, and I will be in the warehouse, and he'll forward me requests.
There you go. There you go.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll do some voicemail. We also have
it just came through. AI. Somebody made an AI tribute song for D-Rug. If you want to hear that,
I'm gonna just close you into break.
Oh, I like this. Oh no, I like this. Let me get our music out.
All right.
Okay, and then he's going. And this one starts kind of cold. This one goes right into it. We'll be back with more Mediocre Time right after this. 1-844-TOMNDAN.
Oh shit! Hit the wall.
Damn it!
O-Town's #1 rock station, Z159 FM. Right. Your only home for the Hot Tub and Mini Fridge Morning Show and Dump 'em Out Fridays.
Ooh, yeah, a hot tub and mini fridge. Keep me cold and hot.
Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom. Ross is here. How you doing, Ross?
Hey, guys.
So, happy birthday to my wife, Crystal, today.
You wrote a good post about her, dude. No jokes. You did a good job. That was a good post.
All right.
That was a good one.
You didn't mention how shit she is at backing stuff up at all.
No, I almost did. I wanted to so bad.
I have so many gripes. I was like, I'll hold those for the show.
No, you did good. You did that. I read it, and I go, shit, I can't say shit about that. He did it great. And all the photos you selected were really good.
She usually throws one bozo pic of you in there, so you could have done that.
He didn't. No, he did not. That's a 5-star blowjob post. That's a 5-star blowjob post if I've ever seen one. If you don't get a blowjob because of that post for her birthday,
oh no, I'll never get that. But
you deserve it.
You know, a lot of those built up. I'll get one a couple years from now.
Hey, at least you know it's an investment.
But I'll make mistakes.
It's an investment. It's like that caller we had that buys little gold bars for his son every time he has Christmas.
I think I got her a good gift.
It's like in your head, you got two hands just like slowly getting closer and closer together until you get enough, and then blowjob.
Yeah.
That's a t-shirt. That's a fucking t-shirt.
I'll tell you about the gift on the BDM show because I haven't got it yet because my family during the summer likes to sleep in. So I leave the house. I have to.
Well, can we walk through what you told me yesterday? Because you were like, and we won't say what the gift is because that's going to be for the BDM show. But you were like, okay, you're like, I'm doing this in the morning, and I was like, oh great, tell me how it goes. And then you come in this morning, I'm like, how'd it go? And boy, you were a little complaining.
Well, it's still in my truck, so then I had to drive it all the way here. And
I hope it's not an ice sculpture.
Fuck, it is too. It is.
Of a Groundhog Day. I learned it from Groundhog Day.
Got you an ice sculpture of a blowjob.
But yeah, I'll give it to her when I get home today.
Did you want to surprise it? Were you grumpy because you wanted the grand? Like she wakes up and she's like, "Oh wow, thank you," and you're kissing her.
No, I don't know. That was the plan. I want to drive it all the way here and then drive it because I have to hold it as I go over bumps. Anyway,
no, it is,
and then it fall over.
I mean, no bullshit to what Ross is saying, and this is a real question I have for you without spoilers. It's not all in the car, right? Because that's really bad for part of it.
It's all in the car.
No,
I parked under a tree, though.
Part of it we got to go get. Because if it gets 90 degrees, you got to go get those.
Yeah, that puppy's not going to make it.
No, I'm being serious to you right now. Should I not be serious? I'm being dead serious to you. We should go. We should probably go get those things out of there.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Is that much of a difference?
I mean, it can.
Nah, can. Is can or will?
I mean, it's the #1 way people lose their collections.
The only way will happens is if it can.
yeah. But
I'm actually really concerned about this now. Like I'm having a serious moment right now.
Are we mini heart attack serious, or are you just
No. That's all fake. That's all just anxiety bullshit. We know that.
I need a regular person to tell me if they're worried or not, because Daniel's gauge
Can
of
I
worry.
type it in the chat room?
Yours is broken the other way. So yeah.
I won't say it. Can I type it in the chat room and see what they say if I just ask them? Because I am being serious.
I think I don't know what the fuck.
Do you not know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think I do, but it's fine.
I mean, certain things warp.
Do you know what you got your wife for her birthday? Let's just start there.
I bought a box on Facebook Marketplace.
It's a mystery box. Tom and Dan mystery box. He bought a Tom and Dan mystery box. We'll move on. That's fine.
But my family likes to sleep in, and which I make a smoothie every morning, so I have to go make it in the garage.
Oh, this guy! You live a prison life.
No.
You have to drink a garage smoothie because your blender's too loud. Come on.
Yeah, or wake up the whole house. So I do it as a courtesy to my family.
What do you do? Do you set your smoothie mixer base on a tool bench or like on a stack of boxes? How sad is this? Scale of 1 to 10.
It's called that recycle bin.
No, I take it every day and then put it on the floor.
On the floor.
because the
I'm not living like that ever.
I said
like if somebody said, "Hey, you have to do that every day until you die," I'd be like, "Well, I'm just gonna blow my head off."
No,
I said 1 to 10. I didn't know the sadness scale went 1 to 13.
It's fine. I just instead of waking up the family every morning, they have to hear it. I wake up to my goddamn smoothie. I let them sleep.
You're a good dad.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to do. I would not do that.
I have thought that
I don't even cook for my dog on the floor, and that's where she eats. I bring her bowl up to the counter and fill it.
I have thought that I'm pluribusing my sons.
Explain.
Well, I'm just like making them happy, whatever they want.
Well, you're kind of doing that to everybody.
Yeah. Pluribus. I'm like the pluribus.
We had when my wife was finishing school and like I just knocked her up. We had 2 neighbors that were single moms, and one of them, her thing was like the minute her kid would fall asleep, she'd put him in the crib and start running the vacuum. And damn, that kid could sleep through anything. That kid could sleep through anything.
Sometimes noise makes a baby sleep.
Yeah.
That's why they have that fucking white noise incorporated into the swing. Like all the tech is like, give it noise, it'll sleep, which is weird. But it's like somehow there's something with a human brain.
Well, I think when you're in the womb, the mother's body is like so when you plug your ears. You know when you plug your ears and you can almost hear like your body?
Because when you're walking around, you're rocking.
Yeah, and I think there's
the noise. Yeah, the heartbeat. Yeah,
I think that's what babies hear. I think and that's actual audio from a baby. That's pretty good, right? I think that's what it sounds like in there. So if you can emulate that, they're good.
Have you considered like a folding table, Tom? I just want to get you off of the floor, dude.
No,
it's easier for him to throw his bananas in.
I mix it at my kitchen, and then before I take the whole apparatus to the floor to blend it.
But you're blending it at foot level.
Yeah, on the floor.
That's weirder than me jacking off in the kitchen.
Do you get down on your hands and knees and push the buttons, or
he pushes it with his toe? Do you push it with your toe?
No, I just bend over. I just don't care about myself or whatever. Who gives a shit? I just do it. I'm just trying to not wake up my family. And then Crystal said, like, you should make a space out here. So you put. I'm like, that's fine.
I mean, how about your kitchen?
No, because it wakes up my family.
No, I know, but they shouldn't be able to sleep through a blender going off.
No,
put some sound noise on or something. Put some earmuffs on.
Crystal has already accepted him living in the garage. Let's get him a little space.
She didn't tell me to do it. I'm doing it voluntarily.
Well, something must have told you to do it. It's not like you just did it because so you didn't make a smoothie one time where everybody came out like, what the fuck?
No. I've done it before, and I was like, God, this is loud, waking everybody up. I'll just do this in the garage.
Did it wake everybody up?
I think it did because they bitched about it the next day.
That's called I asked a question, I got lied to. You asked a question, you got the truth. It's a double question.
It's a long title, but it's
loud as hell. And I'm like, I'll just do it in the garage.
They did make new blenders loud. I have and you probably have something very similar. I have a Vitamix.
Wow.
And they're not quiet. They're like, and they're so blendy, they're so powerful that you can heat soup in them. Like just the rotation.
Really?
So in my blender's so loud and fast that if you put like tomatoes in there and then like a little bit of spices and you start blending it with some water, it will keep blending until it starts to heat. And then it will literally get to like boiling level hot of just whipping those fucking tomatoes in water.
What?
And it's soup. And then you just pour it into a bowl. It's steaming and you eat it.
That's wild.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty crazy. Technology is wild.
Let's do some voicemails.
Yes, sir. If you'd like to leave us a voicemail message, there are a couple ways to do it. 1-844-TOMN. Who's the other guy? Dan. D-A-N. That's the number. 1-844-866-6326. Or you can use our app that's currently being redone. The beta test. That is my dad. The beta testers have been telling us that the app works great. So, and sorry again about last week's little snafu with some shows not going out. That was an issue with our security. We apologize for that. That should be fixed as well. All right, let's start with this one right here.
Hey guys, happy Friday morning. It's Chuck out in Astachula. I was listening to the corporate time with Cadillac Pat talking about being an OJ guy, and it reminded me when the verdict was being read for OJ, I was standing in the middle of a Walmart in Charleston, West Virginia, and when the not guilty was read, there was a collective, bullshit, throughout the entire store. I just laughed my ass off because I thought it was hilarious. But Pat's story about OJ reminded me. Anyway, have a great weekend.
Do you remember where you were for the OJ verdict?
Yeah, I was in middle school, and then they, in my middle school, they had to do one of the classes in the auditorium because they everything was overcrowded. There used to, you remember when schools were overcrowded?
Yeah,
that happened when we
good
were
old days, as I call it.
Yeah, does not happen anymore. By the way,
well, they're shutting schools. They're shutting schools down.
Yeah, because
they shut 2 schools in Orange County down.
Yeah, because they changed now with charter schools and with basically for profit or private schools, but they're not private. It is basically
subsidized.
So yeah, like they are not government-owned schools. Anyway, that's causing there to be a shortage of kids. And then now everybody's like, hey, you're marketing. Schools are marketing to bring their kids to them,
Yeah, we had a couple principals that were going to go to our school, and then they eliminated their position because they are no longer needed because the schools are no longer going to be schools.
Which I guess is beneficial to opening up options because, my sons go to a school that's out of the county. Of our own county, which is kind of weird.
Right.
Which used to...
They go to Grady Judd Elementary. You're in Polk, right? You're in Polk, I think.
Yeah, they learn how to shoot a 6-shooter.
Yeah, they're tough as fuck now. I mean, they are. And they hate pedophiles. Hate them. Fucking hate them.
So...
They're learning basketball from Shaq, though, so that's good.
Yeah, he's a great PE coach, right? How good is that guy?
My school was overcrowded, and they used to have to, put portables in. So I remember I had classes in portables, and this happened in high school. When I went to high school, it was some classes were out in the portables because there was too much overcrowded, so they just put goddamn trailers on the property and you'd do your school in there.
I liked portables.
It was you got outside of the school and you're out the doors.
I agree.
And when I was in 9th grade, I remember the smoking section for the kids was by the portables.
So was ours.
In Southwest High School in Miami.
Was it always was it next to the portables and also the drive? Did you have a driving range? For learning how to drive, like a driver's ed range, or our portables were near the driving ed range. So what you're describing to me, I can picture it where the smoking area was, but then to the right in DeLand or DeLand High, it's not there anymore. They had 6 Ford Tempos, all white, brand new, that had been gifted them from the Ford dealership, and those Ford Tempos were over there.
Yeah.
And then the smoking section was right in front of the portables.
And when I was in the auditorium, I remember they read off the verdict. And in Miami, everybody was happy.
Right. Charleston, West Virginia, different. It might as well be a 180.
And then I remember, I'm like, oh, what do I do? I was like, how should I?
You just go, yay!
I was like, I'll just go. I'll follow the crowd or whatever. Yeah. I'll do whatever everybody else around me is doing.
Yeah, that's like when the race war breaks out, you start dancing a rap. Right?
Yeah. But they can see
hip-hop.
Yeah. But they'll be able to know.
Well, I'll cut my beard in the bathroom. It's fat. I'll cut my hair, everything, whatever it takes.
Our school, there was a lot of riots and near riots, but 2 that I remember the specific causes of were when they said no more smoking in the courtyard.
Oof.
They just banned smoking at the school. And when they brought in zero tolerance policy, you know, where you couldn't even like bring a butter knife to school or whatever, kids were freaking out because they'd have to get rid of their gun racks in their trucks.
Yes, yeah. Man, I've heard that up there. Yeah, people like that was a thing, and that I've heard from people that lived out in the country that everybody had gun racks and they'd have guns on them.
Absolutely.
Like after school.
DeLann had that.
Yeah. And that's something we never had, like hunters or like rednecks in Miami.
But also now I almost feel like gun racks, okay, I get it, gun racks. But most people don't put or keep guns in their car unless there's some sort of lock, like they're locked up because now they just break your window and pull the long gun out, right?
For sure.
I think so.
I think that's a thing of the past.
I don't think I see gun racks are gun racks still a thing that people roll with a gun in it?
No.
I don't think that's a thing anymore.
Maybe when they're going hunting and
Right.
they're not leaving it in the car.
No.
But I remember, like, my dad had a gun rack and there would be like guns left in there, like a shotgun.
My grandpa was exactly that.
Because he'd go to the Everglades and he's just like, I'm just gonna leave my gun in here. And plus, like, we had a long ass driveway and he'd park his truck behind a chain link fence every night, like in our like your lot. So the driveway went all the way to his giant garage, and in between there was a fence that separated the front yard from the backyard, and he just parked basically in the backyard.
Gotcha.
And so there was like, you know, and then we had a Rottweiler and like two Dobies.
That's a good Florida man. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. So it was like, you know.
Did they have spiky collars? I'm trying to complete my picture in my brain.
I don't think so. The Dobermans were when I was real young. The Rottweiler,
I want the spiky collars, right?
Yeah.
The quintessential Magnum PI.
Did the fence have the sign that says this property protected by Smith & Wesson?
Or it said beware of owner, and then a hand with a revolver.
We had that sticker on my house.
Yeah.
Like where the little sticker that you're supposed to like fill out where your pets come out.
Yeah.
We had the beware of owner sign.
Yeah. I think you're just marketing what to steal in the house.
Right.
Most people get their guns stolen from their cars, or that's what they look, because there's nothing. Everybody's money, like there's a lot less people keeping money and valuables like in their house because keep it in the bank is digital or whatever.
Yeah, why not?
So, and like TVs aren't worth anything. So like I think the number one thing people steal in your house is your gun or your car. Like if they are door checking, they'll just take your fucking
a lot of cops' guns get taken like that.
Yeah.
Another good one, the coin shop I go to sometimes, they got like it's a picture of a giant revolver and it says nothing in here is worth your life.
Oh, I like that. That's a little more poetic.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that one. Let's go with this one. World Cup fever is still going on. It's our buddy Bugman Charles.
Good morning, Tom and Dan. Just checking in here with you. It's medium Bugman Charles. I was wondering if you guys could help me out. I'm not a big soccer guy. I'm college football, obviously, Ohio State, go Buckeyes. But I was wondering if you guys had a great answer for me. Why is it the World Cup is so important when the Olympics seems like it should be more important? Because that actually represents your country, where this World Cup, I mean, it just doesn't seem like there's a lot of, continuity with this. A lot of scams, a lot of, scandal that goes on with FIFA. So why not just get rid of FIFA and just focus on the Olympics? I don't know. Y'all kick that around. Let me.
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think?
Well,
just take away FIFA and put NFL in there, and you'll see how fucking dumb you are, sir.
Is he talking about with the sport like soccer, because they do soccer in the Summer Olympics?
Yeah,
is that what he's talking about?
I guess he's asking why World Cup seemingly is more popular than the Olympics, and I guess based on his question, I'm going to fill in some blanks here, Charles. Pardon, but I think you also mean like a lot more sports. It's spread across a bunch of different areas. Why isn't the Olympics seemingly bigger than World Cup? Because it doesn't seem like it is. And I would agree with that. It does seem like World Cup is way bigger than the Olympics.
Well, most of the sports in the Olympics, no one really plays.
Right.
Like they're all weirdo
specialty sports.
Specialty things that are
You can say weirdo. We'll allow that.
That
you
is
can
like,
pass judgment.
Very few people are...
Curling. That's a weirdo sport.
So, and then the World Cup, like there are rules where you have to be a resident, and then one of your parents have to have been born in the country you're playing for. Like, so
You also have to qualify, just like Olympics.
although a lot of people do look at like Team Japan, and like and there's other teams where you're like, I wish it was more uniform, if you know what I mean. Like everybody is
What do you
the
mean?
stereotype
What do you mean
of
by
what
that?
I want. And then
You want to like measure people's skulls and get the
what do
right.
you want?
No.
Yeah, are you going full love me long time? What are we doing here? What are we doing?
I'm just this is only for Charles. This is the racist take.
Yeah. Okay, Charles loves the racist take.
The racist take. Where it's like
His original name was going to be Racist Charles, but he changed it to Bugman Charles,
You
which
wanna
is the same
like,
thing.
hold on, is everybody on this team Japanese? I don't know.
I see a couple dirty bees in there. All right.
But
You want to hold
anyway,
like paint swaths up next to people's faces and
I know the person you're talking about on Team Japan. Are you talking about the big black guy?
also
Because there is.
I'm
not kidding.
I'm joking.
There is one larger guy who you can tell is Japanese and African American. You can tell it, and he's a beast.
But there's
Good
also
for him.
there's rules in the Olympics that you can't be a professional. That they stopped doing for like the dream team, and that's why it was like so hot, like when all the professionals. But now no professional is going to risk their career playing in the Olympics because there's so much money on their line.
I think they still do the professional thing.
that
man.
true? Does anybody want to challenge him on that? I don't.
Yeah, I think
that's-
to the most part, not to the level of the World Cup. You see what I'm saying? Like
I agree with that.
Like they'll all play in the World Cup, but they're like, Messi's not playing in the Olympics, or did he?
I think maybe he has,
Or
but
other huge name
I
players.
understand what you're trying to make with facts. Just make the point without the facts, and it's the same
Yeah,
point.
I
You don't need to prove it, but I agree with what you're saying. I think most soccer guys would go World Cup over Olympics every fucking time.
yeah, and
every time.
It's
Is it older and more prestigious?
yeah, and by the way, the world has decided this. America doesn't even matter.
Right.
That's right. That's the correct answer. Is that we did not decide this. Yes.
We are the USA has no say in this, and that the world doesn't care what we think because our team will never be competitive to the final in a long time because of just how our entire sports culture is structured.
Yeah.
Like our best athletes do not play soccer.
No.
And it will probably be a long, long time, if ever we're ever competitive, to have a chance to win the World Cup because of that fact.
Well, as long as the focus is going to be on NFL and basketball, I would say, look, man.
Or baseball,
or baseball. I hate to sound like a Tom, but I think it's a never, dude. That's coming from me. Like, I don't think, because our focus will never be on soccer. Do you think America is ever going to be like, soccer's our number one? That will never, I don't think that will ever happen. Never. Not ever.
In generations,
No, even
maybe.
beyond me being dead.
Yeah.
NFL will always be number one. It's baked into the country.
It maybe in the next 100 years that they like the contact sports, because there is
hold on.
There's an element of the repeated, like the concussion thing, and I know that hasn't that's went away and it's getting safer and safer, but no matter what, it's hard to take away repetitive hits in the head for the American football, and because it just like even with safety
you're hitting
equipment,
each other. That's just
facts.
facts.
You're, and then the constant collisions with tackling and stuff. Although the rules have made it a lot safer than they used to be, it's just like so there are less parents. Like, I mean, when we were playing with Orlando or working for Orlando City, it'd be funny if we were playing. It was a real bad team that year.
Yeah.
But
I was a little fat goalie, and I peed in an ant mound, and then the ants bit me up my legs.
Soccer,
that actually happened on my team. I told that Ross that story at the comedy night.
Soccer is still the most popular child sport in the United States.
Yeah.
So more people play soccer as a child than any other sport.
Well, easier to play than football.
But
you only need a ball.
Right.
But all the money, and I saw this remember when I had the delusion that Tommy was going to play tackle football, because when he was young, he was like, I want to play tackle football.
I don't see any problem with that. I don't think that's really a delusion.
And
who
yeah,
knows?
it was. And then the
he weighs like 30 pounds, right?
yeah. He doesn't have the heart for it. He doesn't have the aggression, all the things you need. Hand-eye coordination,
heart, aggression, mass.
Well, you almost need those things over even your size, right? Like because there have been smaller players.
Sure.
You know, but you gotta have that grit.
The want to even play so when we were looking into it, like you could put your kid in regular American football 6 days a week. They do practice 6 days a week and games on the weekend, right? And it's like $30 a month. It's so cheap. I'm like, God damn, this is cheap.
Who is subsidizing that to make it?
The NFL and all the money that comes into the American football, colleges and stuff, like they all throw money into getting kids into it young.
What's that program called? NFL Play? Is it called Play?
Yeah, but
I think it's called Play.
They dump money into all these local like football leagues so that they can get the best athletes to start learning the game of football young.
You know who does that too?
And soccer is not like this. Like we even talked to, what was that guy that plays for Canada? He was playing in the World Cup in Canada.
Oh, Kyle Laren.
Kyle Laren. So when we
shout out Kyle Laren, who was a really nice. I mean, that guy was cool as fuck.
We interviewed Kyle Laren on SoccerCast back in the day, and he was talking about this. He's like, I grew up and my family had money, so I got put into a soccer academy when I was young in Atlanta. And he's like, and you have to be put in the good ones because that's where all the good coaches go, the ones that pay the coaches to like, actually, And he's like, that's the only chance I had to make it to, like college and then get drafted and the super draft to Orlando. So, it's like, so the very few avenues for young athletes. And he's like, the people that didn't have the money to be put into academies, he's like, they're not, they're going to go to another sport that's cheaper. And he's like, and that's it. Until that changes.
What's cheaper than soccer? Like that thing where you roll a stick down, you roll a hoop down the street with a stick? Like,
no. Well, the sport,
but they're picking up the tab. Like another one. I'll give you another.
Subsidized by someone else.
MLB does it. Like they run commercials. Just to give you a for instance, any of my friends that are listening to this that watch baseball like I do, they run these commercials for baseball, and they'll run a specific commercial for the. It's like the pitch and hit challenge with little kids.
Yeah.
Like now, let's say you as Tom Van, let's say Tommy and Max said they wanted to participate in the pitch and hit challenge, right? In Castleberry. They will pay for it. I even went to the website and saw this myself. You could go online, say, hey, and fill out this form as Tom Van. I got a couple, and then you could say, I'm going to run it in Castleberry. The MLB will literally send you the kit. They send you the fucking shirts. They send you the gear for the signages. They send you banners. They send you the forms to send out and what to say in your emails when you want to get people coordinated in it. And they do basically everything for you, so you just have to run it.
Yeah.
Soccer isn't doing that. No. Soccer doesn't have a number you can call and have them send you the kit so you can run like the hit challenge. You know what I mean? Maybe they do, but it's not as well commercialized as MLB.
Yeah, local MLS teams have started like Orlando City. They'll build pitches in areas so kids can get familiar with the game and stuff like. But it's such a small level compared to the money because there's not enough money into it. And it's like all the sports with money. They, market to the young kids. And until we get away from that, and it's just, I think like Daniel, it'll never be like that. Just
I really think it's a never. Hold on, we got a phone call coming in here. Not that one. Let's see. Hey, thanks for calling Tom and Dan. Who's this?
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's not so concrete, Leon.
All right, what's going on, Leon? Are you listening to the show live?
Hey, no, I'm not. I'm driving home from... Well, hopefully work on Monday, but I just had a little bout with HR, so.
What
maybe
happened?
Work on Monday, maybe not.
What'd you do? Did you grab him by the pussy?
I will cede this week's confrontation to you.
Do you grab him from the front or the back by the pussy?
I've thought about this.
Depends on how long your arm is.
That's the right answer. How did you know?
Because Crystal got grabbed by the pussy one time at Foot Locker, but from the back.
That's called the bowling ball. That's called the bowling ball.
One of her coworkers, she was on this, getting a...
Is this the look how you got me guy?
No, that was that was a press your boner against her. Look out, you got me. Which I still do.
Am I allowed to say that? Yeah.
yeah, we just
this guy
talked about
pushed his boner against Crystal and said, "Look how you got me."
We should do a segment called 1990s sexual harassment because every woman who worked in retail or a job in the 90s
had a boner pushed against her.
got sexually harassed because no one cared back then. Anyway, Leon, what'd you do?
I don't know. They made some modifications to my health insurance and shit that I declined when I got hired on. And 3 years later, they're saying, "Hey, we have to modify your taxes, so you're going to be bringing home less pay." And I kind of pulled a Ross and lost my shit. I want to know who, when, where, why, how, these motherfuckers, who's been modifying my shit since I've started. I've been employed by y'all for 3+ years. Why is this happening to me all of a sudden? What's going on? And they couldn't give me any answers. And I told them they're all pretty much a bunch of bitches and they're sketchy. And in a polite way, in a chat GPT modified email.
Okay, all right. Hey, that does not sound like the Leon that started listening to this show. You have grown up, my man. That's good. I'm glad you ran it through a spell check or something.
I was ready to catch the motherfucking building on fire.
No, you've already did that. Remember, he set his whole apartment complex on fire smoking cigarettes. You got to be careful, man. Well, I'm sorry you're dealing with that.
Yeah, hopefully we still have a job on Monday. Just wanted to call in. I told Concrete Mike we need, instead of this animal talk stuff, we need Concrete Mike advice segment. What would Concrete Mike do?
We can do that.
All right.
Because the animal thing,
what would Ross do?
I'll be real with you. The animal thing is great, but you're going to run out of stuff because you can't have Mike. Mike's a real man. He can't be dealing with animals all the time.
Now he's purposefully finding animals to fuck around.
Right.
He's like, oh God, he's like, I gotta get an animal talk. I'm gonna go out there and just in the wilderness and see if I can have some interaction with some animals.
He's real close to getting stabbed in the heart by a stingray.
I have no problem moving the segment and making it a, like Ask Mike.
All right.
We got another call.
I wanted Mike to do a segment about just what people talk about on the construction site. Because I know what they're talking about.
Hey, thanks for calling Tom and Dan. Who's this?
Hear him say it.
This is EMWP.
Hey, it's Notorious Eat My Wife's Pussy. What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? You're not supposed to say those words.
Oh, sorry. Well, I wanted people to know who you were, and I won't say them again. Okay, what's going on, man?
Okay. Are we on the BDM show? Is that what's going on here?
No.
No. Do our listeners know what the hell we do?
I'm drunk already.
He's drunk.
Well, yeah, but you eat my wife's pussy. You goddamn, you have a name.
What did I tell you? It all runs together, man.
We've been doing the show on Friday for 17 years straight.
Shut up, Tom. No one asked you.
Oh, he's drunk. All right, go ahead.
Anyway.
EMWP.
I am outside doing man's work.
Hold on. I'm mad again because Leon, LJ, and Eat My Wife's Pussy.
He's working on.
You guys are. You call in you know the show. You've listened more than any of us. And both of you, he's like, hey, what are you doing? What's going? Are you guys doing a show? It's fucking Friday. We've been doing it Friday at noon to 2 for years, and then before that, 12. 17 years. You're just like, hello?
Stop reading into it, Tom. Reading
into it? How do you not know we're doing the show? What are you doing, the BDM show? We've been doing the BDM show at Mondays. Come on, Mike. What
Friday,
the fuck?
Monday, I don't know when you guys do it anymore.
Yeah, you do. What do you mean? We've never changed. It's not like we go back and forth.
He's drunk.
In Mike's defense, every once in a while, if you're going on vacation or something, we'll record a BDM on a Wednesday or a Friday free show on a Tuesday.
Who would think Ross would be voice of reason during confrontation?
But we've never recorded a BDM show on a Friday. And then
I don't know. Don't say that.
First
Oh God, you're gonna eat those words. We have. I'm sure we have.
Well, we are next week, actually.
Yeah.
But that's a rare scenario.
I like the politeness that Ross held with me. But Tom, you're being so mean to me, bro. Come on.
Let me ask you something. If I'm
very upset with you.
on the cruise, if I were to eat it, were you gonna watch me eat it, or is it gonna be you step?
You got it. Friends again. Friends again. Hold on.
Would you step into it? Would you go out of the room and then come back later?
That's called the Caligula. When you go away with another man's wife, and then you come back in, and then you stare him in the eyes.
Yeah.
That's called the Caligula. Look it up. That's a fact.
Because there's different versions. Sometimes you're standing there. Sometimes you're like, I'm like, oh.
Sometimes you eat it together, cheek to cheek.
No.
That's called the Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson, The Girl
Yeah,
Is
we
Mine.
can do it together, dude. We can do it together. Double tongue it.
No, I'm not touching your tongue.
I'm gonna barf. That is a sweet, lovely woman, and now thinking about Tom and you guys cheek to cheek, double tonguing it.
Mike wants to kiss you with a pussy in the middle.
No, I'm not cheek to cheek. You can sit over there and look at it.
Well, why don't you eat the butt and he eats the puss?
No, that's too close. I don't.
Oh, I like that one. What do you call that? What do you call that?
World Cup.
World Cup. He's World Cup pussy eater.
That's the World Cup.
Mike, why are you drunk on a Friday?
like
Don't you have work?
No, I'm out with my shoulder. My shoulder sucks.
No.
He had a surgery. He had surgery.
Don't ever get shoulder surgery. I'm telling you, it sucks. It's the worst thing I have ever done. And I'm out. So my shoulder, I can't even freaking change my rear view, but I could drink my beer. So
Hey.
What'd you get? Some sort of cuff?
Yeah, rotator cuff surgery. I had rotator cuff, and my bicep was fucking whatever the fuck. I don't know what they call it. I'm not fucking a surgeon, Tom.
He's not a surgeon, Tom.
Well, did they tell you something?
He's really drunk. What's your poison today, EMWP?
What? I just wanted to call him. My friend he fucking ran off. And he was going to tell you how he's fucking great in my backyard so I could put a hot tub back here.
Oh, you're getting a hot tub?
Yeah. And I'm going to get it from fucking Facebook Marketplace.
No, you're not.
Yeah, all right. I'll give you some tips. I've done this before. Multiple times.
This is the moment that Tom realizes.
Call me, bro.
During the break, he looks in the mirror and realizes he is eating my wife's pussy. You're the same fucking guy. Same guy. Fighting in the mirror.
So here's where you gotta look. You gotta make sure
you got as excited about him saying he was gonna get the hot tub off of Craigslist as he got about you eating his wife's asshole while he licks her pussy.
Yeah, like he said, I'm gonna get a hot tub, and Tom goes,
Ooh!
So, Mike,
you'll be the first person I invite, Tom Van.
All right. Know what that
you can eat it. Yeah. You can do it. You can do double butthole eat in the hot tub.
Underwater. That's a difficult
It's only
move.
a 3-person hot tub I'm getting.
All right, that's all you need.
They don't make 3-person hot tubs.
Yes, they do. It's very rare. But it's
you know what's funny is I can't fuck with him on that because this guy knows a lot about hot tubs because he's dreaming all the time.
They're both just angling to keep Crystal home. That's all that's happening there.
It's 2 captain's chairs and a lounge. I've seen it before.
Damn it, you're right.
Thank you. There you go.
So, Mike, here's what you got to look for. All right. Never buy a dry tub. That's the first piece of advice.
Write that down.
Because you'll get there.
I would never get with a dry tub. No way.
Because you can't tell if it's leaking, and they can't. Okay? So when you're buying a hot tub on Facebook Marketplace,
is that why you made that late? I'm asking a true question here. I'm not fucking around. Is that why you asked my friend that I grew up with when you were going to buy that tub? You asked her to fill it before we arrived, so you could see if it was leaking.
No. Also, it needs to be filled and heated before you get there because because a lot of times the heating element breaks and stuff like
Rusts
that.
out.
So then if it's dry, you can't tell if it's leaking and you can't tell if the goddamn thing works. So you gotta and you're not gonna pick it up that day because it takes too long to drain. So you have to go and then make sure it works, turn on the bubbles and the jets, and then
use all the functions,
and then make sure it's hot, and then be like, then you make the deal, and like, I'm gonna come back and pick it up, dry it out. I'll be back in 2 days. That's how you buy a hot tub.
Dry it out. You tell them to wet it up, but I'm gonna tell them to dry it out. You know what? I didn't listen to a word you said, but you know what? Can you email me that?
He can. You can chat GPT that too.
I will email you the time on the show.
You know what, Mike? That's going to be too much trouble. He should just go with you probably and check it out. Like, he's got the whole system down.
Can I pick you up? I know where you live, motherfucker.
Oh my God. What is happening today? All right, I hung up on it. I need to sober up a little. He's inching into like, you're my best friend. I'm home.
I know where you live, motherfucker. I'm there right now with your kids.
I'm waking your wife up for her birthday. Hey, Crystal, let me eat it with the bubble with the hot dog.
I'm in your hot tub. Oh, shit.
I'm waiting for Crystal in your hot tub.
All right.
Well, that was fun. Holy shit. All right.
I'll tell the story just in case no one understands. He was on a cruise one time at the end of the cruise, and he drunkenly screamed at me to eat his wife's pussy.
And then the follow-up was we had an event at
And I'm like,
Ember.
Here at the bar?
And the follow-up was we had an event at Ember because he didn't have the name yet.
Okay, yeah.
And he yelled the same thing by the fountain at Ember. And that's where he got the name.
Yeah,
because you were like this ends today.
Do we know if his wife's on board or not?
No, she's the sweetest,
so
nicest.
sweet.
And we promised her.
I'm supposed to call EMWP. I'm not supposed to say.
Because she's sitting there. She's like,
She's
I
too
don't
sweet.
want none of this.
She's like literally the nicest lady. I hung out with her a bunch on the cruise. I've gone to shows with her. I've eaten dinner with her.
Yeah,
she's beautiful, just so sweet.
I married this animal man.
That's accurate. Yeah, I can't control this fucking wild animal man that's yelling.
I love him, but he's saying crazy shit. And I just
This sounds like Andrea.
I appreciate it if because it's embarrassing. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
Oh, is he calling back? Do you want me to say?
No, okay.
Do you want me voicemail or call? Voicemail or call?
I don't, pick it up.
Do you think if you agreed, would she go through with it just for his sake, do you think?
You know what? I thought about that.
Thanks for calling, Tom and Dan. Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down.
It's Concrete Mike, guys. I don't have no radio on. I'm sitting in my living room.
Hey, we got all the. Well, you got us on speakerphone?
Hold on.
Yeah, I knew it.
Is that any better?
Hello?
Is that any better?
Well, you have us. It's like it echoes us.
Now
we're good. Now we're good. Now we're good. What's going on, Mike?
It's basic radio rules with
I want to
Concrete
know
Mike.
what Tom did to win Mike over to where he wanted him to eat his wife's pussy, because I've done concrete work for this man at his house, and he was out there drinking. I was there multiple days. He was watching us work. We poured a pool deck around his up-ground pool that has a raised up deck around that, which is pretty neat. But he never offered me once to eat his wife's pussy while he was drunk out there.
And if there were one guy to eat pussy, if there were one official show member, or show listener to eat anyone's pussy, it would be Concrete Mike.
Yeah. Eat a strong tongue.
How many pussies do you think you've eaten, Concrete Mike?
Well, it hasn't been all of them, but I would say probably around 75.
Whoa, 75?
75
That's
pussies,
a lot.
That's a lot.
I've never seen that many.
You should have said 76 at 1776 times. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fox News is doing that now, where they're like, this year for the 250, you can get any of our news for 1760, 7076. And I'm like, oh, God.
Hey, Mike, I remember when Mike was mixing concrete in the side of my house one time. He's doing some work.
What are you doing?
I'm watching, telling them stories, seeing what's going on. Like,
Crystal pulled him away and told him to leave me alone so I could do my job. She didn't want him.
Yeah. And
No, this is how I pay him with the story.
Yeah, we know.
You know.
You've done that to Ross?
Mike
Did you try to pay Ross with stories?
Mike wanted me to hang out with him, and then I was like, how dare you, Crystal? He loved this.
I remember the time you ordered a fucking shitty pizza for Ross's Sons and ordered raking your leaves or something. It's terrible.
It was leftover pizza.
That's
it was a whole one.
You might be criminally cheap.
No, I had it there. I was like, hey, you want some pizza? That's a nice thing to do. Anyway, so Mike was mixing some bags of concrete, and he was like,
anyway, it wasn't a real rocket. It was just a bunch of boxes.
So you were there.
And then he's like, they changed the formula on this, Quickcrete or whatever, because the dust back in the day when I first started this, it was like toxic, and you breathe this shit in, and you get concrete lungs. And I'm like, God damn.
But better for pussy.
Yeah, because so then I was thinking, I wonder if that dust, because Mike got like before the goddamn government came in and like, you're killing all
Wait a
these
minute.
people.
Are you making a case that he became a superhero pussy eater because he was exposed to
the original dust, and which must have hardened his tongue to a level that's harder than all of our tongues, right? We got soft, non-concrete tongues. But Mike has got a little bit of concrete, that original mixture.
Yeah, he's got the diamond blade.
Yeah, in his tongue. It's infused in there.
It ain't about the concrete on the tongue, buddy. It's how you suck on it and how you lick it and nibble on it at the same time that gets them off.
Suck on it! Nibble? What are you nibbling?
You guys didn't even get all three. Much less at the same time.
It's how you suck on it.
Nibble it.
I never nibbled nothing.
All at the same time.
What do you suck on, Mike?
On the clitoris. What do you think?
All right.
You put the whole thing in your mouth? That's like what?
I'll put my tongue up in there, suck on the clit, and then just get a little nibble with my teeth. As I'm going.
You bite it
like a dog getting a piece of cheese.
So you eat it like a dog taking a fucking Benadryl during fireworks?
tiny
Mike,
teeth. The clip.
Mike, we love you, and I think we're gonna move your segment to be like advice. So are you okay with people emailing, and then I'll send you the questions, and then you can think of your answers? Is that fair?
I still have a few more animal stories wrote down in my notebook.
All right. Well, give us one before you leave.
Yeah.
What I wouldn't give
All
us to
right. You want to get one? So, airboat guy. Remember when we were talking about the revenge tour after it killed the dog?
Yeah.
And we went out. So we were out on the river, and airboat man decides, you're going to come up on one of the wild horses that are wandering around the St. Johns River and jump up on it bareback and try to ride this wild ass horse. It reared up. This is back to animals fight back at this point on this story. This thing reared up, bucked him off the horse. He blew his knee out. He's a big dude. He's like 6'4", 270 pounds. And he blew out his knee. And he hobbled his way back to the airboat, drove the airboat back to the ramp, loaded it up, and drove himself to the hospital.
God damn, that is a real man. How'd you even get close enough to a wild horse to even get on it? I figured they'd be spooked away.
Yeah.
He just eased his way up to it, man. I don't know. They get used to all the people with airboats and all that stuff, and he jumped on his wild ass horse, man, and this thing reared him off of it. And another animal attack story goes, I got chased by a gator on Rainbow River last summer. I tow a floating fake crocodile head about 12 feet behind my paddleboard or kayak.
All right, I've seen the videos of this on TikTok.
It was mating season, and I didn't really pay no mind to it. And I went past one of the local gators that live on that river, and it was swimming across the river going to the right-hand side. And I was like, all right, well, it's going to the right. I'm going to the left. I forgot about the crockhead behind me. And this son of a bitch turned around and locked eyes on my crockhead, turned and come straight at me. And I had to paddle my ass off, and then I reached back and I grabbed the fishing line that I towed it behind me with, and I pulled it back up into the kayak, man. But this thing chased me for about 100 yards down the river. Scared the hell out of me, actually. He was like a 9-footer.
I bet.
All right.
It's Animal Talk with Concrete Mike.
I thought of a business idea. Me and Turkey Leg, when we were hanging out at Wekiva Springs over the weekend.
You want me to get rid?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll talk to you later.
We love you, Mike. We'll talk to you later, buddy.
Bye, man.
I'm like, if you can make, and I'm putting it out there, and I really thought when I was drunk with Turkey Leg, I was like, this is $1 million idea. Which is not that much
bet
nowadays.
you are. Yeah.
$1 million idea.
$10,000 idea, right?
Well, yeah, $1 million idea is not that much in 2026.
Because how much are you talking profit? $1 million profit?
Total revenue.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough.
When you spent $990, but is a gator like, you know how they have these things that surfers wear that will repel sharks? You know, like
bullshit bracelets.
Don't
they emit
some electronic
pulse, like a pulse or something. I think there is a real tech thing, like a tech thing that they have
that messes with the shark's sensory
on the tip of its nose.
Yeah,
right?
because there's a bunch of like it detects like vibration and it uses like electricity in its own body. So then this, whatever the hell, it's like a long cord that comes off of an ankle bracelet that repels sharks. But I was like, man, if you can make one of those for gators, like, obviously super sad recent story that happened, but I'm like, you could sell the hell out of those, like some sort of bracelet that you put on your kids or whatever. You're in a body of Florida water that repels gators. So I honestly I was like, yeah, we call it later gator. And
you came up with a name first? Oh, no.
Oh, I already got the shirts.
What, name first? No, that's what podcast people do. Podcast people go, name, shirts, don't have a podcast.
Yeah. And then I'm like, all right, now we just need to invent the technology. So I started asking ChatGPT. And I'm like, is there any sort of electronic pulse that does the same thing as like it does for the sharks? And they're like, no.
Nope.
And then I'm like, what? I'm like, what about if you mimicked like a male gator, like in its bellow, and that would that would scare away like all smaller gators, like a big huge male gator vibration or something.
So to avoid the 0.0001% chance of a gator attack, all I have to do is wear this bracelet that goes the whole time I'm in the water trying to fucking relax. That sounds fucking great, Tom.
I'm selling fear. But then
here's the one you're talking about. They're called shark bands.
Yeah.
And they show in this little video, you kind of see like a person wearing it. The shark will come up and then they run away almost like a dog. And people say sharks are very much like dogs, like almost like an electric fence for sharks.
Yeah. I already thought of the marketing. I get Savannah. We go to the Gatorland, and then I'd get into the Gatorland pond with the later gator ankle bracelet. And
I've seen you do that without a later gator ankle bracelet.
Well, I know, because
that's when he was addicted to fame.
It was like a bear suit. Maybe bear suits keep alligators at bay.
This is just the marketing, Ross, you see? And then we'll have a drone out there, and then it'll show me getting it off the canoe with a bunch of gators. And then when I get in the water, all of a sudden the gators will start moving away from me.
Like that Dawn commercial where they drop a drop of Dawn into a pan of oil and it just goes
Do you ever do that yourself?
Yes.
It is fascinating.
It's fun.
You know what you put on the top of your water? Put pepper. It looks really cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Mr. Wizard.
It turns out that there's no electronic anything or noise. And then like mimicking, the ChatGPT said that mimicking a adult gator could work for scaring away most of the other gators, but it will attract other
So you are just taking
because of mating season, it'll attract some gators right to you.
So your maximum amount of research now is AI, and then you stop.
Yeah. Well, it told me that it doesn't exist.
But it's old research. You can't do that.
Well, I mean,
it's going off of like 3 years ago Google searches. You gotta expand your search. Don't give up, is what I'm saying.
These guys who invented the anti-shark thing, previous to them inventing that, ChatGPT would have said, "There's no way to keep sharks away."
Right, that's true. You can't go with that. You got to you may have to invent this somehow. You have to talk to Savannah.
It's based on their biology of the shark and how it senses prey, and the gator, it doesn't work like that.
Chat room saying, "What about a scent?" That's from CD Sarah. That's not bad. What about a scent?
Since I need something electric and it goes on an ankle bracelet.
But what if the scent worked on a bracelet?
Yeah.
No, scent doesn't work.
Yeah, I want to.
It's so certain of things.
I asked about all this.
I want to paddle down the run smelling like something that keeps a gator at bay.
well, it could be anything, right? It's kind of like in a Hangover where they're like, not to go back to it, like tigers don't like cinnamon or whatever.
Or if gators don't like peppermint, I guess I'm cool with that.
Yeah. No, I went through all these options and
all right, nothing can be done. You heard
and
the man.
The fact that it doesn't exist also tells me that there's no way to do it because everything has been thought of. And every idea that
that's
you think...
the spirit.
No, but it's true.
Not jacking off in your kitchen on vinyl luxury planking. I'm telling you that.
There's nobody
else thought of that.
No one has new ideas.
From this point forward, nothing will be invented. You're saying. There will be no advancements.
With that type of
whatsoever.
Ross is kind of right. With that type of attitude, yes.
If you make
just
up your mind,
advancements in technology, but I don't know that. I need some sort of easy thing to invent. I could build in my garage.
Well, it doesn't need to work, and that's what I think everybody's telling you.
Tom, could we
It could be fake, yes, but then on my conscience, someone's gonna die.
Would it be the best?
And then they'll attack me online, and then
how do you feel about copper bracelets that were like a thing in the early 2000s? Remember the copper? Everything was copper.
Yeah.
All golfers, including my father. My dad swore by it. He wore a copper bracelet. He said he fixed his arm. It did not.
No, yeah. I can't. I couldn't live a life where I sold total bullshit. It has to be.
Kind of doing it now with me, but all right, I'll let it slide.
No, there's a shred.
This is full bullshit today. We're talking to a fat guy that eats his wife's pussy. He wants you to eat his wife's pussy. Like, it's crazy. We got Leon's. He's burning houses down. These are maniac people. They're my friends, but they're maniacs.
Yeah, but I'm not selling anything. I'm like, I'm just like, hey, laugh at these people, which is that's not bullshit. There's a truth in that.
Shit. Okay, so what about this? Later Gator, but we make it like the March of Dimes, right? We're not in the business of like actually preventing alligator attacks. We're in the search for the thing that is going to prevent alligator attacks.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
That's called raising money. That's called what's that blood lady's name? She went to prison.
Yeah, I know exactly what we did. Yeah,
she's like, I want to invent a thing that a blood test that is super easy that can test for everything.
You can do it at home and anywhere.
Yeah,
Except she did say she had it already and it would work. So.
Well,
I think she alluded.
Okay.
Which is not safe.
Well, eventually I have to tell my investors
Elizabeth Holmes.
that prototype of the Later Gator is right now in testing mode, and there's nothing.
No, dude.
That's what Elon's been doing with full self-driving, and it's here. Do you see what? Like, seriously, you say it's coming for a long enough time, and it will come.
No, dude, there's been a March of Dimes as long as I've been alive. Whatever the fuck they're trying to cure, they ain't done it yet, and they're still taking money in. Later Gator, we could swing it for a while.
Yeah, how about you march some corners in here?
I like that.
All right,
let's go with this one right here. Our very good friend. Let's just go all like. Look, we've heard from EMWP. We've heard from Leon. We might as well. What?
I was gonna say, let's take a break, and then when we come back, we'll hear from another.
Tom's got a pee.
I got a good one. Cadillac Pat's on deck. Yeah, he left us a voicemail message with something that we talked about with him that he said he's never seen. And as soon as we talked to him about it, I swear to God, the fucking magnet pulled and it happened.
No shit.
We got that on deck. Let me get some music for you guys. I've been trying to do a lot of like punk today. There's a lot of good punk rock music and ska that's coming out. So for those of you that listen to us and like that kind of music, do yourself a favor and go through Spotify's like newest stuff, because there's some good stuff coming out, including this song. And I follow this gentleman on YouTube. It's Howie from Ballyhoo, the ska band Ballyhoo.
Okay.
He has a really good channel on YouTube where he will kind of walk you through the songwriting process. And I believe he did one of these songs on there. We've actually talked to Howie on our show. He's played the Hurricane Party. He's played West End multiple times. And I think he's really good friends with Dom of the Supervillains.
Okay.
This is Ballyhoo with their brand new song, Bad Summer. We'll be back with more Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. 1-844-TOMNDAN. Show at tomanddan.com if you want to leave an email. And we will be right back.
Z159 FM.
Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. That is Rude and Lovely. They don't want you to know. Welcome, or actually the A100s off of the album Rude and Lovely. Welcome back to a Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
Let's do that Cadillac Pat voicemail.
Yep. This is something that's never happened to Pat.
What's up, boys? It's your boy Cadillac Pat. My girl and I were just doing a little thrifting at the Goodwill, and remember how we talked? And I just found a Tom and Dan shirt for the first time at the Goodwill, and we had to buy it. It's 2014 Data Business Beer Fest, I believe. So it's vintage as hell. All right, love you guys. Bye.
So it's a 12-year-old Beer Fest shirt. That's wild.
So I was making the joke earlier, Ross, that that a lot of our shirts do end up at the Goodwill, and people are like, "Oh, I found it," and the listeners will send us a picture. Oh yeah, Bearcat. Drinkbearcat.com.
There's slow motion camera onto
delicious blood orange.
Yeah, oh, I like the blood orange.
Crystal drank a couple of those in the pool the other day, and had a small freak out.
No, that's good. That's good advertising.
Yeah.
That's great. That's the ads we want.
She's like, "What?" I thought she's like,
"Where am I?
I'm like,
I like meat."
Yeah. And she had to go lay down, and then she was like laughing. Her sister had to leave the house.
That's awesome. Good for her.
July 3rd, I worked, I think, 13 hours in the fireworks tent. I came home. My wife had a Bearcat. She was laying on the floor watching TV, and she's like, "Cook for me."
Oh, yeah. There's a new promo code for Bearcat that makes the 4-packs $17.76.
Oh, the 1776 thing I was talking about. Oh, I love that.
And I believe I put it on the BDM page, but it's something 250. Hold on. Oh God.
Yeah, you got time.
Yeah,
we own the show.
Because BDM 420.
Isn't it lick, suck, nibble 250? Wasn't that?
I think it's suck, nibble, bite.
USA 250, and that'll get you the 4-packs for $17.76, and that's only in July. So if you order at drinkbearcat.com, they're a THC hard seltzer.
That tastes good.
Yeah. It's
because some of them don't.
Yeah.
But Bearcat's
ice
good.
in the pool. Great.
See, I'm in it for the mushroom energy blend, but okay, it's THC too. Okay,
it's fine.
So back to the Goodwill. So I was saying that it's kind of insulting, no matter what, even though it totally makes sense. Like 2014, like you wear a shirt for years, and then instead of throwing away, you donated. Goodwill selling it back. Like it's cool that the listeners see that in Goodwill, and they're like, "Oh, look at shirts here." But when they post it, for whatever reason, it is kind of insulting for I don't know why.
But it shouldn't be, because if you think about it,
it makes a logical sense.
Not to sound like Tom, but if you go through the logic or the actual, if you write it down on paper, it would be like, this shirt from this podcast sold twice for, like, the first time it sold for, let's say, $25. The second time it sold for $7 for a grand total of $31. That's pretty fucking good.
Right, because look what else is on the shelves there. You're right there next to Nike and Perry Ellis. All the big names in fashion.
That's pretty good.
Are there at the Goodwill, dude.
Sold twice. I not to look at the bright side, but sold more than one time.
Absolutely.
That's cool. It still had value.
I think it's because of the implication that the first person was like, I don't want this anymore, or whatever. Like, it's
normally they grew out of it, or
they got fat.
They're too fat,
or whatever reason. Like you give away I give away and donate tons of Tom and Dan shirts because they fucking too many of them.
I never do that. I can't give away my Tom and Dan shirts. I can give away any shirt, any other shirt, but not the Tom and Dan.
You know what? I put them all in a bag here. They're still in the office, and I
saw those. I thought you were quitting the show one day. I came in here. It's all of his Tom and Dan shirts are in a big old trash bag. I'm like, this motherfucker's out.
I paid a company, like I signed up for this company that makes blankets
Quilts?
quilts out of the shirts.
I had that. I had that on my bed.
But
I got one made out of my dad's old Harley shirts.
I paid for it, brought the shirts here, and then never sent it in. And it's been years.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that'll help you get it.
And then now,
but Dan can't have a voicemail answering service. That's insane.
Yeah,
that's wild.
It's weird.
I wanted to.
There's rules. There's different rules for everybody.
You can have Dan will have whatever he wants. He does, guy. He gets whatever he wants.
Oh, shirts. We're talking shirts. Let's talk shirts.
All right.
Shit. I'm just gonna tie it perfectly. Here.
Tom, Dan, BDM Mike, listen to Friday's ACT Cadillac Carrot Top, and you guys are talking about the horse that unfortunately is put down in New York, but it made me think of the peanut butter shotgun t-shirts. Guys, you guys got to bring those back. Just some all-time classics in the vault. BDM for life. Love you guys.
It was Goodbye Razzles. It wasn't Peanut Butter Shotgun.
Goodbye Razzles was a good one.
Yeah, it was Ernest Hemingway. Had like
a blunderbuss. Yeah.
And was that based on a true story? That he shot his cat?
I think we made that story up. Like all of our stories, like Rick Ross in a beekeeper uniform.
It's all
like all of the dumb
nonsense.
all the dumb shit that we had. Like I think we talked about him having don't Hemingway cats have a certain number of toes?
Yeah, they got like 6 toes or whatever.
And then we were talking about one being lame and like dragging itself out. Like I don't know, we're doing some sort of stream of consciousness improv.
Okay, yeah.
And then we made up some story about Ernest having to put down his favorite cat with a blunderbuss because its back legs are broken.
Ernest Hemingway was forced to euthanize his beloved 11-year-old cat, Uncle Willie, in the 1950s after the feline was severely struck by a car and suffered 2 broken legs.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Oh, yeah. Goodbye, Willie.
But we called it Rasmus for some reason. I don't know why we did that. There we go.
Oh, a new shirt. Right? Goodbye, Willie.
Hell, let's go with this one. It's EJ.
My God, Tom, can you get more things wrong? So I'm listening to last night's ACT with the pinball guy, and you got 2 things wrong within like 5 minutes. Number one, you're saying Walter Goggins. It's Walton Goggins.
Just give up on that one. He's going to say Walter for life, okay?
Oh, what kind of
It's
name
Walter.
is Walton?
I agree with that.
What kind of name is Goggins?
God damn, it's a standoff. We got us here standoff. We got Walton versus Goggin.
We're going to need Grady Judd.
But you understood what I meant. So that's all I need to get across. If you knew what I meant.
You heard the man. You heard the man.
School from Fallout, and then in Pulp Fiction, you thought that Michael Clark Duncan, the guy that was in the Green Mile, is Ving Rhames. God damn it, Tom.
Well, he's racist. He did tell me one day they all look alike. You said that, right?
No.
And then you're like,
that one
that'd
I
be a
did
good
get wrong.
shirt.
That one, yeah. Well, I was trying to make an improv joke the split second. I was like, is that, because I did that, I was like, is that the guy? But the time was running out, so I threw it out there.
Are both dead?
No.
Yes. I'm going to say yes just because he said no.
Well, damn, you're not allowed to do that.
He's so addicted to being right that whatever I said, he had to go, no.
Well,
okay, Ving is alive. Ving is alive.
Yeah, Ving Rhames.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Dion's bathtub in the Twitch chat room. And the Michael Clark Duncan one's really sad. That guy is a hell of an actor, man.
Yeah.
Like that really, really sucked. And I think he became that like later in life. I think he was maybe always an actor, but he only got his fame like towards the end, I think. Let's try this one right here.
Hey guys, it's Bubble Bath Billy. I am going to ask maybe the stupidest question that's ever been posed on the show. You guys were talking to Shart and Randy's girl, partner, whatever, on ACT last week for Weird Job Wednesday, and she was a character actor at Disney, and so you guys were talking about Winnie the Pooh. Okay, so my dumb question is, why is his name Winnie the Pooh? What is the? What's his first name? We sometimes say Pooh Bear, so that would make you think his first name is Pooh. But then what is the Winnie? Is his first name Winnie, and he is a type of fictional breed of bears called Pooh Bears, and so he's Winnie of the Pooh Bears? But we don't ever just call him Winnie. What is his name? What's the? I told you this is a stupid question, but if you think about it, it really makes zero sense. And I would like Tom to try to answer it before you guys Google it. Thank you.
All right.
Quit working out your stand-up on our show, sir.
Okay.
All right.
I thought he was actually asking that. We've always classified them as Pooh Bears, right? And a Pooh Bear is a specific type of Pooh Bear?
I thought that it was a Pooh Bear is a child's teddy bear toy. And because it's the child's teddy bear toy came to life, and is Winnie the Pooh.
Did it come to life? Because I thought Christopher Robin goes into the 100-acre woods and talks to all the animal creatures that live there, which would mean you're an idiot.
Yeah, well, I don't know, kids, shit.
Okay, that's the right answer. That's the right answer.
Yeah, but so the old man's reading the story, but
who's the old man?
But he had
the man reading the story is Christopher Robin because he's retelling his childhood. I believe.
Okay.
I could be getting this wrong too. I'm just trying to not do my librarian mom horrible injustice here. We have a call.
But he had a bunch of stuffed animals that were the characters in the thing, and then he
may have, yeah,
okay.
And maybe the 100-acre wood was fake. I don't know. Thanks for calling, Tom and Dan. Who's this?
Hey guys, it's the Barry Joe. Actually, in my Rolodex of shit knowledge, I know a lot about this.
All right. Well, I'm glad you called. So tell us a little bit about Winnie the Pooh.
So, Pooh Bear was named after, it's actually kind of weird, it's named after like a beloved British swan. I think it was Winnie the Swan, but I think Pooh was just kind of a old school term of endearment. I'm like 90. I know it's named after a swan. There's definitely a swan involved.
So, DeBarry Joe,
actually,
go ahead, Ross.
He took all the correct information in, but then his brain made a horrible mishmash of it.
I love that. That's called weed brain.
It's perfect.
It's
perfect.
Yeah, continue. Go ahead. Continue, Joe.
Kind of another weird little Winnie the Pooh factoid is Jeremy Clarkson from Top Gear and the Grand Tour. His family made money by making bootleg Winnie the Pooh bears, and then the company ended up asking him to just go ahead and keep doing it. Or maybe it was that other British bear. I don't know. But there's stuff there.
There's a hero. Yeah. All right.
You're right, Ross. It's amazing your
Thank
brain.
you, Joe.
You know, my brain does that too, where I see all these mini documentaries. I'm like, oh, this is an interesting factoid that I'll tell my sons and wife one day in the car.
And then,
do you ever tell them anything in the car?
Oh, yeah. I was like, hey, do you want to hear an interesting factoid? And then when I start talking about it, it goes to Barry Joe. And then I'm like, oh, hold on. What's it? Is a swan?
How do they receive the factoids? What do you say?
They
are they
hate
happy?
it.
Or are they like, no?
They hate it. Yeah, they hate it.
And DeBerry actually also named after a fictional British swan. So, yeah. No, there was a bear at the zoo named Winnie, and Pooh was the name of a swan, and they kind of just mishmashed them together to make Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, okay.
When he was writing the books.
So it's just nonsense.
You know, like how your kids had a toy and you make like my kid had a blanket with a line on it. We called it Mr. Lili. There's no real reason for that. We just started calling it Mr. Lili one day, and that stuck.
Yeah. So the Winnie the Pooh is his the whole name, like Prince.
Dumb name for a little toy bear.
I like things that don't make any sense that just come to fruition, that become names that people like.
Sure.
I'll give you a real one in my life. Behind me, this gentleman right here, Mr. Snarts. That name was because I was in a pool in St. Augustine with my wife and her boss at the time, and her husband. And I said, what's her name? And she's like, Lady. And I'm like, who's that guy over there? And she's a baby. Maisie's a baby. And Maisie's like, Mr. Snarts. And I was like, that's it. And I flagged it in my brain. It made no sense. I don't know where she came up with it. She just made up Mr. Snarts, and it became a name that I liked, and then I used it later for this particular puppet. Mm-hmm. But it is literally the name of my wife's ex-boss's husband. His real name is Ted. He's a great guy.
According to Maisie.
When were you in a pool with your wife's boss?
They met us at my mom's beach house back in the day in St. Augustine. They met us up there for the day to go to lunch and stuff, and there's a big pool at Bryn Mawr.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, why don't you guys come and swim in the pool? So we all came and swim in the pool with Maisie, and yeah, the rest is history.
And then Turkey showed up to play Marco Polo for some reason.
I was fucking around with him a 4th of July weekend about that because I wanted to hear the story again. I'm like, did you actually play the game? But so I'm obsessed with that. Did you go through it?
Are you a little jealous that you haven't been propositioned as a couple? Does that hurt you a little bit? Almost like finding a shirt at Goodwill?
That deep breath is all the answer you need to get.
I think so too, right? That was a tell.
Yep.
I put out the vibes too when I'm at
I
a
thought
resort.
you don't believe in vibes.
These vibes I do.
Okay, all right, that's fair. Pick it and choose it. I like it.
Because,
let's do it.
The vibes of the swinging vibes will attract other swingers.
Even though you don't believe in them.
Right. It's like a fly hitting a spider web.
Yeah. They'll look around and scan the pool bar and then find a guy that you have to have some sort of cabana shirt on.
Would you say swingers are constantly scanning for other swingers? Probably.
Yeah.
It's just like a plate reader on a cop car.
You have to be drinking.
I like that.
That's good, right?
That actually makes sense.
You have to have 3 buttons down, exposing your chest in some way. You know what I'm saying? Your wife,
which is a fancier version of 3 doors down.
Your wife has to be wearing some sort. Those the cover
it's called a sarong.
Sarong, yeah, over the bathing suit.
But it's so right.
Yeah. But you can see the bikini underneath it. You know what I'm saying?
Where, but it's a thonger underneath.
Yeah, you see
with
the
a long ass. That's how you know it's a swinger, because the ass is extra long.
Yeah, you see a long ass thonger.
Yeah, long ass thonger. You know, because you know that lady's into butt stuff.
Yeah, and then
and blowing you while her husband jagged off.
I put it out there and still nothing.
I'm like, oh god, there's a grade A long butt over there, eyeballing us. He's gonna come over here.
Not one Marco, not one Polo.
Would Turkey Leg do it, or do you he doesn't have what you have?
What?
He can't turn his brain off like that.
What, this way? No. He got in that situation. We told the story.
I know, but I'm just saying he doesn't have you want that situation. You're a born to do it type of guy.
Yeah, but my wife doesn't want it, so I'm here alone. Just
you don't think you could go in there? What you need to do is get a deal with Crystal where you can be like, let me get in there, and then I'll do what I need to do with the wife, and when it's your turn, I'll be like, let's get out of here. And we make a run for it, like a dine and dash.
Now, she doesn't want me doing anything with the wife, or she doesn't want to do anything. It's
Right.
It's a 0-0.
It's a 0-0.
Yeah. I just tell
It's
you.
a Heineken 0.
I just tell you guys.
You know, when you're swinging in the pool, Marco's fine, Polo's good, but what you really after is that fish out of water.
Hey, I see your fish out of water. That's really funny. You're this close to writing for Trucker Hat Inc. in Alabama. Me and you could go to work at Trucker Hat Inc.
Absolutely.
Hey, Marco, because it says on the hat, I might make this hat because I can do this with the Cricut machine that I have at my house. And Maisie and Andrew have been making me hats. What if I made a hat and came in here on Monday that said, Marco's good, I like Polo, but what I really like is that fish out of water, and it had a pussy on it. Or maybe just a fish where she's holding a fish where her pussy's on.
But you got to emphasize the eye, so it says fish.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
I'll send you
a
some
fish with 3 eyes.
I'll send you some, and then you can
Prototypes?
yeah,
Yeah.
and then you can like approve and disapprove. That sort of thing. Let's do this one because I haven't been able to get to the bottom of it. It's been sitting in here for a minute. This is a voicemail that's a bit of a mystery. I think this one sort of appeared when we were talking about the Lamborghini guy that, remember, we talked to, was it Roberto, Ramon, Robert?
Yeah, the guy that Lamborghini got ran over by some lady in a jacked up truck.
Yeah. Here we go.
Tom, Dan, Beatty, and Mike driving down I-4 over the weekend, and I see a Spirit Airlines Lamborghini. But they went out of business. I don't know. BDM for life. Love you guys.
Have you heard this? The reports of there's a guy that has a yellow, like he's a Lamborghini, and he wrapped it to appear to be a Spirit Airlines yellow jet.
Okay, is he in some way?
He's a Central Florida Lamborghini that is, and you can go on Reddit and like Google it, and the people will snap photos of it and stuff.
Did he just do it randomly, or does he have anything affiliated with Spirit?
We don't know anything about it. That's what we're trying to get to the bottom of.
And yeah, because that is weird if you have no affiliation with Spirit Airlines. Like, you know, if you're Mr. Spirit and you're driving a yellow Lamborghini, that makes total sense. If you're just, because maybe you're just doing it to troll, because that's a lot of, like, trolling for no reason is a motivation that is super high. Like, people are highly motivated to troll. And I don't like that's
why
because they get the feeling, they get the chemicals when they make other people mad.
Yeah, you elicit a response and it gives you something. Yeah.
And it's so strong within those people that they are motivated to do it all the time.
Most of the internet, to me, like if you go to any news site and there's like a story about something serious and you go down to the comment section, which a lot of them have eliminated the comment section because of this, all the comments are either something absurd, something critical and shitty, or a troll. Because there's nothing useful there.
But the internet has trained us to do that because that's what gets the likes and that's what gets the most attention is the comedy.
But I think we created that, not the internet. The internet didn't create that love for likes. We said that's going to be our measuring stick. That's what I think. Like the internet didn't just because the internet in a world where we have no thumb up, thumb down, then the internet is just information.
Yeah, the social media, I mean, is like the social media is built on the posts that get the most likes or that get the most comments.
Well, it's just engagement.
Yeah,
it's purely engagement. That doesn't mean it means it can be anger or it could be love. It doesn't matter.
But the anger gets more attention and the jokes get more attention than just the a normal comment.
An argument would, because you want people to like bounce.
So, or something comical, some of the more likes and hearts it gets, the higher it is up on the posts and stuff. So, like, everybody has been almost mentally trained to go towards the joke or the troll.
So you can make a case that the internet, and because we use anger as the highest form of like engagement on the internet, we have naturally raised the world's anger because we use that. I'm serious. I think this is an accurate thing. I think more people are angry now and more snarky now because we use that as our measuring stick for engagement. And I think it's fucked up.
Although they don't do it in real life, though, still, like, because people, it doesn't translate those trolls, and like I've seen it.
Can't punch somebody through the internet, Tom.
Yeah.
No, I think people outside. I think people are more angry now than they were 20 years ago. And just naturally, like when I go into 7-Eleven and some of the interactions I see and the way that people talk to people, I can say that in my opinion, people are shittier and angrier now than they were 20 years ago.
Okay, I don't see that. I see like the internet, social media world, and then the real world. Everybody around me is typically pleasant and
not
fun.
Puck.
There's
like,
some
for instance,
assholes,
I'll give
but
you a for instance, like on Reddit,
I
like
go to-
we have I never thought this would happen. We have a video on Reddit that a guy took of two men in traffic having a fist fight while he's listening to our fucking show. And these guys are hitting each other in the face, and one guy double axe handles the other guy's car
What?
mirror off. And my point is,
Forward that to me.
I don't think 20 years ago that would be as common. I think the baseline anger level of everything has been kicked up a notch just because we live in we live in the internet, so it's almost like it has to be.
No, I think the internet's influencing your reality. And that's what it's doing.
No, I'm going off of things I see in reality. I just gave you the example of that, and you're countering with you're seeing it on the internet. No,
Yeah, you saw that on the internet.
No, that's a guy that videos two men actually hitting each other.
Yeah, but
that's a real thing.
20 years ago, there wouldn't be a video of it because no one had a video camera in their hand.
He would have had to type to Dan, hey, I saw this fucked up fight, and I was listening to your podcast at the same time. But...
We're being influenced by seeing all these things
Yeah, I don't
because
think so.
everybody has a video now. So you're seeing the videos of it. You're like, oh, that's happening all. It's happening the same amount as it always did. It's just now there's
my
more
sharks
videos.
in the ocean theory.
Yeah, there's more
Yeah,
videos of it,
okay.
and then so you're being influenced. But that's how people are influenced by the news or all the story. As everybody's afraid of everything, is like they see the stories, they're like, oh, that.
But that's not really what I'm arguing. I'm arguing the baseline anger for everybody and their attitudes. I think they're trained on the internet, and then when they get out into the world, they're being ruder.
Okay, yeah, I haven't experienced that. When in the world is a nice place.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that, but
It's
I
like,
think baseline anger is higher.
Like everybody's polite when I go to Publix and at stores. Like not everybody, you know what I'm saying? The same amount. I don't notice anybody being more of a dickhead. It's just like you live in the world. That's like go out there and live in the world, not the internet.
When did we decide that this Lamborghini was trolling? Like this guy, he could. I feel like this guy probably just went to the rat place and was like, "What's the cheapest one you got?" And Spirit had just gone out of business, and they had this whole fucking plane wrap sitting there. And he was like, wrap me up.
Yeah, but he's got a Lamborghini, so it's like he's got money.
How do you think he gets money? He's fucking cheap.
Do you want? I didn't. Let's just do a random one because sometimes when they come through, I save them right before the show starts. It's gonna be shitty.
I got $5 as concrete mic.
It might. No, I think this is somebody else.
Hey guys, it's Bubble Bath Billy. Daniel, I've got, I don't know if it's technically a sound engineer or a producer question for you, but I'm curious your thoughts. So I listen to a lot of true crime podcasts, and this actually happens in a lot of them, surprisingly, but there's one where it happens all the time. And so what'll happen, and this is a big podcast, top 100, top 50, like they've got the monies. But so the host, when the host is talking in studio, the quality is great, the volume's great, but then they will cut to like pre-recorded live in-person interviews or courtroom audio, and the quality drops, which I get, but the volume drops way down to the point where you can barely hear it. So you got to crank the audio up on your phone or whatever to hear those parts, and then the host comes back on and it blasts your eardrums, and you got to turn the volume back down. I get in the TV with commercials. Hey guys, it's Bubble Bath Billy.
I don't know why that started over.
Where we're just talking about content and content. Louder, and that was strategic, so you can hear the commercials, those parts, and then the host comes back on.
Here we go.
And it blasts your eardrums, and you got to turn the volume back down. I get in the TV with commercials. Commercials would always be louder, and that was strategic, so you can hear the commercials. Yada yada yada. We get that, but that doesn't apply here in a podcast where we're just talking about content and content. So. Am I being too judgmental? Every time I hear it, I compare it to Tom and Dan. I'm like, this quality sucks. Dan would never stand for this, to be honest. Is it that the producer just doesn't have the attention to detail? Maybe they don't have the experience you have. They don't care enough. Or is it harder than I think to make sure that those audio levels are somewhat consistent from the different, sources or whatever? I don't know. I'm always judging, but Daniel, tell me if I'm right or am I wrong?
Yeah, how easy would it be to just bump up the audio of that? It seems easy enough, right?
It's so easy. The problem that I would say, if I were really going to diagnose this seriously, is I would say that this is a person editing with no workflow. Like, that I have so many templates on here for the things that I have to do.
Yeah.
So I'll give you for instance. If the three of us went to the Science Center and recorded on, I don't think my H6 is in here. I was going to show it to you guys. But we have this we don't even use an H6 anymore. We use thanks to our buddy SJ, he gave me a Rode Pod Track. Now, it's got 4 XLR little plugs in. You plug the microphones in there, and you just record on it. Now, if the three of us record a show at the Science Center on that, obviously the environment's totally different. We're not using SM7Bs. We don't have any passive gain like a cloud lifter on it. We're just using a Shure SM58, SM57, something like that, and then running into this Pod Track. When I take that file In order to get it to sound like what we're using in here, you have to have workflow. What do I mean by that? I have a template that I use for this particular show, the one we're recording right now. I will take those files in the Science Center. I will feed them into the template, effectively putting all of the presets that I have on this show on that other file that we did down the road. It boosts some gain. It gets rid of some things. It compresses some things. It gives you a little more high end. It rolls off a little bit of like the middle part that can get a little chunky in the mix for vocals, right? And it makes it sound a little better. Then you look at your WAV files. Very, very easy, but you have to put in some effort. You look at your file from when you were in studio. You look at your file from when you were at the Science Center. It's easy to see. The one that's smaller is not as loud. You boost that, you go in, give it 3 dB, you listen to it with your ears, and that's all it takes. I can do that in 5 fucking minutes. It's the easiest thing in the world. And if this big name, $1 million podcast is not doing it, then whoever's doing their edits is bullshit. And they're stealing money from them because it should not happen. It's easy, and I can teach every listener, anybody. Tom knows how to do it because you did it at Real Radio. I know how to do it right now. I can have Ross up to speed in literally 3 fucking minutes. It's not hard.
One of the first things Mickey told me about when we started podcasting.
Yeah.
Get your levels right.
It's just not, it's
but
the
Joe
easiest
Rogan
thing.
can't fucking do it. It's amazing. Like the
easy.
biggest podcast
Now, I don't
can't get their fucking levels
Sometimes
right.
I fuck it up. Like I had last week, I had to email KC real quick because I was leaving here, and I noticed that when I went to edit one of our shows, it was Cadillac Pat. I put it on a track that I had dropped the dB down, I dropped the decibel levels, I should say that, down by like 8 dB. So I emailed KC. I go, hey, you're going to have to boost this up 8 in order for it to sound like everything else. He's like, I got it, no problem. But it's just math. It's easy. It's finite.
So, but to answer the guy's question, I too am confused a lot of times when it's an easy fix that we could do it. Like I always look at it, if me and Daniel, especially when Daniel can do it, then these other people should be able to
do it anymore.
Like, there's podcasts with less money than we have. They could do it and make sure their levels are all right. You know what I'm saying? At least if you're playing some other audio and it's down, the level's down, take the pride enough in your product to fix the problem. Like, I'm sure other listeners had emailed the show.
They do.
And then hey, why are your levels all off? And then someone should... whoever the fucking boss is, tell the editors, hey, make sure all the levels are good. If it keeps happening, that's where I'm like, what the hell is happening? Now, I know there is some things where if you have an insane amount of downloads, you have to upload with less quality. Your file can't be as big. Remember that? Or if you are...
We do that. We adjust the level of our file. But we run our files a little bit beefier because we play musical elements, and I don't like that. When you play music in and out of shows, a lot of podcasts have no music elements really at all. Yeah. We have some intro music coming in and out, and then we go to songs. There's it's almost like somebody making that noise on the end of cymbals when people are playing, when rock bands are playing cymbals. These cymbals, they get this almost like this wind sound to them where they start to separate when you compress the file so much and make it small. I believe we run ours at 98 kilobytes per second. Most podcasts should be at 56. We're slightly above that.
Now, I will tell you this, and I learned it as I got older, and now at the age of 44, I realize way more than I did when I was younger how small things are comparatively to what I thought they were. And what I mean by that is sometimes...
Talking about your dick.
Yeah. We'll be right
back. Things are more shitty.
Why did you say that? I love that you said that, but why did you say that? And aggressive as fuck.
Things are more shitty and less professional than you think they are a lot of times. I learned that. I first learned it when going into the news. I
knew you were going to say that.
You and the news was more fancy than it is.
We are bumpkins, and we would go into things thinking they're going to be great, and they wouldn't be. We'd leave disappointed.
The news has a great studio, and it is fancy and stuff, but it is run by a skeleton crew, and there's a lot less people involved than you think there are, and it's a lot more fly by night than you think. It's shit is thrown together, and they do a great job. When you watch the news, you're if you saw saw how little amount of people are involved,
it's fake.
You're like, it's pretty awesome that they're able to pull this off and make it look so professional. And it goes all the way up to like governments and shit where you're like, oh shit, it's like things are being run like this, and because we're all human beings and they're shitty human beings at their job and they're good, it's like, so things are just less professional in general than you think they are. Especially like podcasts, because there'll be a big podcast and you're like, oh, these guys are huge. And you in reality, it's people do it with us. They think we're way bigger than we are.
They do.
Like our guests are usually disappointed when they come in here.
He's not wrong.
They're like, oh shit, it's smaller than I thought.
Yeah, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Yeah. Everything is a smaller operation than I thought it was.
The number one thing said when listeners, guests, anybody that even knows this, people that love the show, when they walk in there, they're like, oh man, your studio is like a lot smaller than I thought it was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, at first I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't really know how to take that because we worked very hard to get this studio. So I guess it's still a compliment. Like,
it means that you, in their minds,
Right.
have
Bigger,
generated
yeah.
this image that you are broadcasting from the palace.
Yeah,
It
right.
means you're doing your job.
But
That's
I feel
awesome.
like I'm disappointing people, right? Because I want this to be big. I want them to walk in and be like, oh, wow, it's exact, but.
But it should be more like you should get closer to it if you realize that, oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
so small, I have to get closer to it.
well,
Like your
it's-
dick.
It's like a mom and pop pizza restaurant. It's like, oh, I need to support them because they are the mom and pop running the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If people listened to the show and thought that The Office looked like how it does look, it would be a shitty show.
You know what? We could
I imagine this show coming out of basically a dentist's office.
we could end with this because when Daniel today on the BDM Facebook page. By the way, if anybody is a BDM and wants to be on the BDM Facebook page, just email me and Daniel.
Yeah, we'll get you in.
Show at Tom and Dan.
I have a
or
good
Tom-
system now. I'm actually really good at it now.
Yeah, and
because I found where people invite themselves.
Yeah.
Did you know that there's a place on there?
To invite yourself.
But
on
you
the
have to
BDM
go
page?
in there and like check it. Like
Huh.
it's there on this side. Like there were people pending, and I got a bunch of people in there that had requested it, and then I checked, and they were BDMs. So
Okay.
yeah, it was all authentic stuff.
But someone put up, like Daniel's like, what should we talk about? And then some guy wrote this long question about like when we earlier on, when we did like OLE or we did the first BDM meetup at a fucking Suggs field.
You want me to pull up his thing and
yeah,
read it?
yeah. You can read it. Yeah.
here.
Because it's interesting because this ties in directly to things are bigger in your mind than you thought they were.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's like
here, here it is. This is from BDM Jeremy. He says, I often wonder if when you guys are doing events like OLE or maybe out in a popkin in a field, if you thought to yourselves that, man, this place isn't really conducive to holding an event such as ours, since there isn't any good sound or stages or the elements might play a factor, in which you thought, man, the money is really good, so we can't turn this down. So it was a place that maybe wasn't the best location, but I think he's asking the question that you
he's fucking with me. God damn.
I think he just made me. In fact, are you fucking with me? Hold on. Are you and Jeremy?
Are you fucking with me?
You're fucking with me, motherfucker. This motherfucker set me up. That was a fucking Mississippi setup. If I'd ever fucking see, I'm done. You fucking set me up.
I thought it was a real question.
Did you really?
Stupid. Yeah. I didn't even get that he was doing the thing.
He was doing the thing.
long question.
He was
Tom.
doing the long question. And he
You
wrote it out long. And you appreciated it because it was long.
I was like, this guy.
You're like, I like the cut of this guy's jib.
Well, the longer the better. That's what they say about questions. That's how I grew
Like
up.
what, Ross?
Like your dick.
Yeah! All right. Let them have vaudeville. You motherfuckers.
We'll see you motherfuckers on Monday.
I think that's a good place to end. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.